Welcome back to the Architects Anonymous. I'm Faithno85 of Annora, and we're here to tour the silver rotation of Xbox dojos for the Winter 2024 Dojo contest. I've been joined by members of my alliance as we toured the 5 dojos currently on the Star Chat, and as ever, if you want to join our alliance, hit me up on Xbox or Discord. Congratulations to everyone who placed in silver. We will be back to tour the bronze rotation in the next few weeks, so sit back and enjoy the silver winning clans for Winter 2024. Hi there, I'm Faithno45 from Annora, and today we're doing the Architects Anonymous Dojo tours for the Winter 2024 Dojo contest. This time we have the silver dojos up on the Star Chat, and a few of the clans within our alliance are featured on this tour. And I'm joined by 2 people within my alliance, and I'll let them introduce themselves.
Hallo, ich bin Deivos von Retribution und bin der All-Star-Sieger von 2023 im Frühling.
Gi2mo85 and I'm the architect for Valr Kjosa.
Lovely stuff. So just before we go into the dojos, there is a bit of a bug going around in the dojos at the moment, so some of the rooms aren't a true reflection of what they are. So ever since the Dante Unbound update, basically every Deviri plant has gone invisible, and most of the bushes, trees have got invisible leaves. So some of the rooms may not look as they are, so just thought I'd give you a heads up about that, because there clearly something in the update has broken the dojo. So we're very you'll see some rooms I'll show you, for example, when we're in. But so yeah, we have 5 clans, and the first clan we're going to go into is Sunless Saturn 6 Wolves. They are a clan in our alliance, and they're run by Casero Keren. So let's head on in there, gentlemen, and let's get the stream going. Yes. And as ever, I do have my notes with me, so I will tell us where we are going. Yes.
Was it 5 you said?
I haven't said a number yet. and
okay.
Casero doesn't do teleporters.
5 it is!
There isn't even a 5 on here, yeah. So he does his differently. So he has all of his decorations under decor. So the first place we're going is the decor Blue Couva nightclub. Yes. You need numbers, Casero. If you're watching this, you need numbers. Yep. Oh, wrong one. So he made this fresh and new for the recent dojo contest. I actually come in here to film it, and it's in one of the Tenno Grand Halls. I've actually just recently built in one of these rooms myself. Yes, so it's their take on a nightclub as well. I think they've actually added a few things since I've been in here as well. I can't remember seeing the ceiling for the life of me. Yeah.
I can't recall.
I can't recall either.
I've been here at multiple stages of work in progress, but I can't tell if the ceiling was there before or not.
Very true, yes. So we have a little bar up front where you've got all the drinks, fully stocked back there as well. And over to the left here, they have the singer with the tiniest legs on earth, the toothpick legs, mad. Yep.
I wonder who influenced him. Yeah.
Yeah,
never seen these Lego men before. Yeah.
Yeah. What a lunatic. Yep. I'd hate to be that guy.
Skip leg day.
Yeah, I like the little drum kit they have. Yeah. They need 2 little sticks coming out of the hands for little drumsticks, yeah, and then they've added a little synthesizer here. I quite like the synthesizer, how he's phased in the light bar for like the DJ booth. Yeah, that's pretty cool. Oh, this one's even got stumpier legs as well, mad. Yeah, they're thicker, but he has no torso. He's just been like stapled together. Yeah,
he looks a little bit compressed. Yeah.
Yeah, he's having a bad day. That's probably why he's on a synthesizer. Yeah. To hide
Somebody
him.
Jumped on his head one too many times, yeah.
Get
down!
I kind of like the radial in the middle, but I don't know, it looks familiar. It looks like I've seen it somewhere before.
You've probably seen most radios everywhere. I mean, he does
Yeah.
like radios, Casero. So yeah.
Nah, that's the thing when you do like one item radios and don't do multiple radios at one spot. They all look very samey.
Yeah.
Yeah, nice, neat little room. Can't complain about it. Right, let's move on to the next room. So if you're brand new and don't know anything about dojos, there's a new way you can just use the transport with the D-pad on controller. I don't know what is on PC. So the next room I have is recently finished. It's Decor House for the house contest that we've currently got running.
Decor house.
And there's also another teleporter.
How does the alphabet work?
Yes.
I only function in numbers. Karen, why are you doing this to me?
Yes, you're too German. Yes, the alphabet is a struggle. Yes.
Yes.
But
Wow,
yes,
this is the largest mailbox I've ever seen, bro.
I know, right?
That's well. It's massive, isn't it?
What is FedEx delivering to him? Like fridges only?
I do like it though. It's actually not a bad mailbox. It just needs to be a tad smaller. Yes,
That's the mailbox. That's the mailbox you have when you want to show your neighbors that you're richer than them.
To be fair, in the modern day of Amazon, you might need mailboxes like this to put in little packages. So yeah.
Yeah, and have a turret on top so your packages don't get stolen. Yeah.
So yeah, so I actually delayed the contest for Casero to finish this because right when he was building it, that's when the dojo bug happened. So when he was building these trees, all of the bushes then come up invisible. He was using as leaves at the top, and he was like, "Oh,
it's lovely."
Yes,
it's lovely actually. Yeah.
I really like the trees. He's done well considering the game currently doesn't allow for half the decorations to be shown in the natural tab, basically. For example, like over here, right where the door is, there are Deviri plants, but they're currently invisible. Yes. So yeah, literally fully invisible. You wouldn't even notice. So yeah, but no, the room's quite big. There's a few little details around. So on the back left, we have a little farm. Oh hey Void Kid, how you doing? Welcome to the stream. Yes, good. Then at the back left we have a little fisherman. Yes, with another Lego man. His legs were actually proportionately sized this time.
What? Burn him.
Squat legs or nothing. Yes. Yes, Casero's NPCs are definitely skipping leg day. And then on the very far right of the room, I really like the little trees. I actually do like them, yeah. I definitely stole the root idea for the tree from a clan that will name unnamed, and then the bushes on top. But you know.
Okay.
Yep.
Fine.
Yep. Little fisherman over there. Then we have another little dock out here with another Lego man. This one actually has legs that look like his top half of his body struggling. It's actually right sized though. It's actually more of the better sized ones, but yeah.
I found two of your favourite decorations.
Oh,
Bro,
yes.
Roofs.
Come to the sunbeam. Yes, a little what is it called? Like the sunbrella. Yeah. It's good. The actual top of it's quite cool as well. I quite like the radial of the energy on the top as well. When I did this video, I made a point of showing that off. That's actually quite cool. Yeah.
Yeah, I like how he's done that. It's really cool.
That could be used for other builds as well. So like having an energy conduit towards something. You can get away without using an atmospheric and using these instead if you're clever as well. So yeah. Casero loves playing around with radial, so you really saw lots of them. And then he has a little slip and slide out here, which I totally missed out of the video because he had something sticking out of the house that got in the way of filming it. So I was like, oh, damn, I can't film it. Yeah. Nice little slip and slide. And then let's head on inside.
God, Faith, at least buy me dinner first.
Oh, yeah, he's got little like maggots in the bin as well, yeah, like in the little waste disposal on the left of the house, yes. So, yes.
So, when you enter the house, there's like 4 trophies in front.
Yeah.
Casero, why? They look so misplaced.
Especially when the Plague Star one is tiny. Why is the Plague Star one so tiny? But yet the Railjack's big and but why are they so small? Yes. You've got all this space here. Like he's put the what's this stupid the Murmur Quest one, that one's normal size, but the little Diddy Plague Star one, yes. Look at it.
Looks more like a plant.
Could get away with one being that.
This radio's killing me because it's offset to the left. I don't know why.
Yeah, there's a lot of chaos in this room. Yes, prepare.
Okay,
Yeah.
I mean that. Yeah, okay, you can argue about that one.
It's like a command room, by the way. I think it's Casero's bedroom, so it's where he like gets out of bed, teleports to missions.
And this is where the stripper pole is. Yeah, okay.
Yeah. That's where he's getting his booty on the rest of the star chart. Yeah.
And this by the way feels super Skyrim. You know, when you enter the bedrooms of any Jarl in the game, they always have the bed like in the center of the room,
Right in the middle. Yeah.
like a normal human being.
But how is you gonna sneak to the back to steal the loot box back here, man? Yeah. There's always a loot box behind the bed where they keep like gold and a dagger or something. Yeah. That's where we always do it. Yes. So yeah, just a little memento room really. And then if we come out of here, they have a little library, TV area, as well.
Yeah, I like this. I like how he's done the kitchen in the back as well, with all the dishes and made all his own shelves and stuff like that. I like that. That's quite good.
The kitchen is dope. Yeah.
Oh, the kitchen's the best bit of this, yes. Also, it's like a massive table as well. The table's massive. Needs to come down a little bit.
It needs to come down. It needs to scale it down a bit, doesn't it?
For massive people. Have you seen that bedroom, bro?
Yeah, but if it's for massive people, look at the table compared to the size of the chairs. You just see heads around the table.
Gi2mo, you'll understand this because you're you're British, sorry, not English. You nearly screwed up there. But you know, like when you go to a fish and chip shop and you're looking over the counter and your head when you're a kid and you can just see over the counter head. That's what I feel like looking at this table. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like what's going on back in that magical land? Yeah. Yeah. Fireplace is pretty cool. Yes, driftwood is good. It actually connects to the chimney on the top of the house as well. We can go back up there before we leave to go see the chimney as well. But the kitchen's
so Casero, you really need to reconsider your proportions here, because that massive table and this absolutely tiny chimney. Bro, what?
I mean, that's not keeping a room this size warm. Those poor people outside because it's warmer.
Especially when you look at like this table. So this is the kids' area, right next to the fire, right?
Yeah. By the way, I really like the middle table with the water in the middle, around the abacus stuff. And if you look at the kitchen sink as well, the kitchen sink's also employed like the actual water technology from the cave trough as well. So yes, of all the things in the house, the sink is my favourite thing as well. Yeah, it's the small detail stuff.
Giving a lot of criticism. He actually did a good job. It's just he just has to go over the proportions again, because this room would feel better if everything is like evenly sized. Because you have these absolutely tiny shelves compared to this massive table destroys everything.
It's the table for me as well. That needs to be scaled
even
down
if you're sitting down on this,
even
if you're sitting down on the chair, you're not actually, actually seeing over the top of it. So,
but yeah, other than that, I think everything else. I think he's done a really good job. I like the outside. I really like the inside. Yeah,
let's go see the chimney, and then there's also an really upstairs bit as well, and another teleporter as well. So yes, the chimney over at the back left is right where the fireplace was in the other room. So he's actually lined it up. So yeah, chimney good, like chimney. Yes, chimney makes sense. And then if you go to the teleporter, and then it's decor house. I just absolutely blitzed past it. It's house upper. And I mean, I wish he'd have had stairs to get up here. Yeah.
What is this? Where are we?
So yeah, it's the ups. it's the upstairs of the house, pretty much. It's two-tiered, yeah. So it's the attic, yes, of all the forgotten treasures as well, yes. It's like a storage heap, pretty much, yeah.
Yeah.
Nice little radio. Again, it's almost like all the things he didn't know what to do with in the room ended up here. Yeah. Yes, I like planter in the middle. Planter good. I wish there was more of these planters on the outside of the house, potentially, and have like a more condensed garden. Personally, I would have done away with the attic and actually focus more on the garden and filling out some of the bits in the front.
More details on the outside and that, yeah. I would have as well, yeah.
So if you need a second teleporter to include a part of the build into your room, I don't think it's worth it.
No.
No, indeed. But no, it said it's a nice house. It's for our house contest. So thank you very much for Casero for putting it forward for us.
Well, okay, gotta say, at least everything here is evenly scaled, or at least that makes sense.
Yeah.
Indeed. Yes, as I said, I like the planter. Planter, best thing up here as well. And again here, I think also Casero just been playing around with, because we had some new decorations added in Dante Unbound. We've clearly, he's just clearly liked the thought of using some of the new stuff just to play around with as well. So, like, it's on everyone's minds when there are new toys to play with. So yeah, he's got them out of the box and mix them in with a bit of everything up here, yeah. But right, anyway, so we move on to the next room, which I have on my list as Decor Incoming Eidolon. Oh, there it is. I had a bit of a mad moment then when I was struggling to read. Yes. So this is one of his early rooms, but he did do a little update to it. So originally it was just one Eidolon at the back. This Ostron Cove room. Up here, then you have two like Eidolons coming through portals, and he has a Terrorist and a Hydralist coming through to him. So yes, so originally it was just for one in the middle with on the left with the red radio around it, and then he added the one on the right as well. No doubt there'll be a third one coming along at one point as well. So yes, it's one of his earlier rooms as well. So yeah, I like the radial portals, quite cool. That's the best detail of that, yeah. Yes, and things that look animated always look quite good in Warframe. You just got to play around with them. Then we have the center structure monolith that's connecting them as well. I don't know if they're coming for the artifact or they're being summoned, because the portals make it look like they're being summoned as opposed to they're breaking through and they're trying to hold them back. So yeah, because he's used like void rig engines, so I assume they're trying to being summoned in instead.
Well, ever since the mech contest, Garen showed what he can do, and seeing him perform like this is not very satisfying for me personally. I know it's an early build. It's basically one of the first rooms. But still, if you update it, Garen, go the whole 9 yards.
Yeah.
I mean, I thought I'd show this because the Shadow Wolf is actually the next thing coming up as well. So yes.
Yeah.
So yeah, we'll go have a look at that now. So it's Decor Shadow Wolf mech, or just is it Shadow Wolf mech?
Mech Shadow Wolf.
Mech Shadow Wolf. There we go. Yeah. Yes. So we get to the big boy.
Yeah.
I remember when he said he started building this. He was like, "Oh, I've started building my mech, my mech, and then like 2 days later, it's like done." And I was
Really?
like,
Done it that quick?
Yes, and then he was like, "I'm scared of the rest of the room because I've used like 1500 capacity on the mech." So yeah, so I mean, I'll give Kjosa a lot of props. Like, the reason why we do contests in our alliance is to get people building out of their comfort zone, to, think about a build that they otherwise wouldn't do, and with the Shadow Wolf mech that he made here, like I didn't know what I was coming into to this, and it actually won second in our mech contest that happened, and I was very impressed. A lot of people really stepped it up for our mechs, and it's apparently based off an anime. Again, I don't know much about that specific anime. But that said, he's got the proportions right. I really love the toes. He's added like proper toe ankles, knee joints, the top leg braces. Probably my favorite bit with vent grills as well. All the way up to the head. It's perfectly proportioned. It actually looks like a proper mech as well. Big cannon at the top as well. So yeah, like I'm really it finished third. Sorry, your turtleneck finished second. Gizmo, my apologies. Yes, he finished second in the ship contest with Event Horizon, which we'll also go see. But yes, I really was happy when this mech was here because
So yeah, I mean.
Yeah.
Comparing this to the rest of his dojo, this totally stands out, and I was very surprised when he showed me this, because I actually didn't think he could pull off something like this.
Yeah, I agree.
So every time I see he's performing less than this, I'm like, Karen, you're lazy.
Well, when you set your new standard, right, you expect that.
It definitely stands out. Like when I was going through.
Sorry, Gizmo?
Yeah, that's how it's supposed to be. But he just wings it,
Yeah, I was just saying, like, when I was looking at the mechs, for the mech contest and all that, because it was my first contest when I joined the Alliance. Like, I thought for sure this was definitely going to place. I absolutely love this build. I think it's great. And he told me it was actually his first attempt at making a mech as well, which made it all that more impressive, I thought.
Yeah, and again, he just went off one reference, and he just kind of like went on and built it. As I said, like the impressive thing is like he went from building quite small things to then actually curving like the legs to create the cool pattern of the leg guards, and then he actually started thinking about shape and joints and things to actually accent the build as well. So yeah, he did very well at advancing his game. So yes, so that's why we do contests, to up people's game, and Kasero definitely upped his game for this and was a deserving placement on our mech contest. IK Project, who was the guest judge of our mech contest, absolutely loved this, mostly because there was a few animal mechs in our ranks, but IK really liked the four-legged mechs in our contest. So this and the turtle were different because you have to build them differently than a two-legged mech, which is what most people are going for. So yeah, it was fun. Yes, very good. And I think lastly we'll get out of here. The last room is the Event Horizon outside. So it's actually just Event Horizon outside, because the Event Horizon stuff actually has its own little teleporter stuff. So yes. And this was his spaceship he built for our spaceship contest as well, from the 2001 or 1999 film that had Sam Neill in it, The Event Horizon, if anyone can recall. Yes. So yeah. Very much
one of my favorite movies.
Yeah, it's really good how accurate he's got this ship as well. I think other than the Wolf, this is probably one of my favorite builds in this dojo as well. I think it's really good.
Oh, you're so nice, Gizmo.
Well, in comparison to you, yes. But to be fair,
that's not tough, is it?
But to be fair, in comparison to you, Mad, I mean, so's a rabid badger, so.
Or just a honey badger. Just a honey badger, yeah. And one of the cool things about
this is a good example of like capacity and compromise, right? So when you do a build like this, and he went for the exterior and interior in the same build. Yeah. So he had to compromise on the capacity, obviously.
How much is left? Oh, 481. He hasn't compromised anything.
Still got a good back capacity.
Yeah, man.
But still, I know what I mean, though. Yeah, it's always tough to build, because most builders just build one thing. It's either the outside or the inside of something, and especially when you're working with items that you have to build around, getting the scale to build the inside is always a bit difficult because it dictates what you then can and can't use for a build, in my opinion. As well.
Usually it blows up your exterior to the extent where it doesn't fit into the room anymore.
Especially because most of the time, like expert decorators, they like placing things into another item to get a specific side of it, and so with clipping and stuff. So again, it limits what you can build with because you want the open walls, you want the to be able to have the interior shape match the exterior as well. So it is tough to build the interiors of anything. But yes, it's very good. The middle.
Just saying. A smarter approach would have been like do both in separate rooms.
He actually did do some of the stuff in separate rooms as well. He did another version of the tunnel that I'm going between, the nightmare tunnel. Yes, with 10,000 churns. Yes.
I mean, he did build this for the spaceship contest, and since I knew he was going to build a spaceship, I'm still gotta give it to him. Like, I came in here and I immediately knew what he was going for. I actually, like, the first thing I said, oh yeah, the Event Horizon, great. I mean, it's such a unique looking ship, and for me, this movie is so iconic, anyways. But yeah, it works. Like, I think it's easy to get the reference. I just wished he would have put in more effort on the exterior because it's not looking as menacing. We need way more spikes and disturbing stuff on the outside. Yeah.
Yeah, it was a nightmare ship, yes. And rotating stuff because like with spaceships, like they have the rotating. So in the outside of it, you have the rotating like thing where the nightmare coils are where you walk through, and I'm trying to get out. Come on, Faith, you can do this. There we go. So along like the middle bit here, there was like the extensions that rotated the middle column that provided the ship life support as well. So yeah, I just think more details would benefit the ship. I mean, he's got the capacity to come back and improve it at a later date, and I do implore him to do so. But in terms of the actual shape of the ship, what he was going for, it was a good 90%. Just thing is, there's always more you can do on a build, like, and any decorator that has been around long enough knows that. Most of the time we run out of capacity, and we then have to compromise. So yeah, I'd love him to come back. I mean, even more smaller asteroids among the bigger asteroids would have been quite a nice touch as well, because it's all very like same size rocks. But yeah, no, I really enjoyed this. I mean, we can go see some of the bigger ones that he did make, because he did make some for example, he made the med bay. He made another big version. So if you go to the Event Horizon,
let's go to the core.
Let's go to the core. Yeah, the core's cool. Yes. See, I showed on the stream the smaller core that was surrounded by 10,000 mines, and then we have the bigger core, which is set in an open space room with 2 or 3 other Event Horizon rooms as well. Yes. And if you've ever watched it, the portal to what was the other dimension called?
It's just hell, bro.
Was it just hell?
Yeah, it didn't actually have a name. Yeah. The other dimension didn't actually have a name. Not in the movie, anyway.
Because I thought it was named after like the drive they had, like was it like Void Drive or something? Oh, I can't remember. It's been ages since I watched that film. Yeah. But yeah, no. So it's
I think they just did. It's just that the ship traveled through the void or through a black hole. Was it a black hole? I think it was.
It was a black hole. Yeah. As far as I can remember, yeah.
And apparently they ended up in hell. Yeah, and brought hell back. Yeah.
You had that one guy who come back who was like an unhinged lunatic when he just silent, and then he just broke out. Yeah.
Went nuts. Yeah.
And was climbing in the little tunnels after Sam Neill. Yep. Yes. Yeah. God, that film was great. So yeah, no, I really like this room as well. The patience to put the amount, and the cryotic. Jesus Christ, the amount of cryotic in this room is immense. So yeah, like it's hundreds of the laser discs as well. Yeah, that like powering the generator. Yes, no, very good. I always like the but with fluid radials, yes, the nightmare fuel.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, it's really good. I like how he's done this.
Yes, it is indeed. Right, any last words about this dojo, gentlemen? I just said to Kaseri, he's come a long way in a short time, and I love to see every time his clan is on the star chat. And we've not actually had the opportunity to tour it yet, because the last time our silver dojos happened, he was on here. My potato couldn't work to save my life. Yes. So yes, very much so.
So of all the decorators we have in our alliance, I think Karen is like one of the nicest people you can talk to, and yeah, he just needs to be nice to his dojo too and give it some more love because he can do it. He did show it with the wolf. Apply that concept to every room in your dojo, and you have a fit dojo, bro.
Yes.
Just stop being lazy.
There's all-star potential with this dojo, definitely. Just needs to keep pressing the gas with bigger builds, really. I mean, I want to see bigger builds. Every time he's done a bigger build, like the Event Horizon, this core, the Shadow Wolf mech, he's done a really good job at like applying the capacity to one thing. I think Karen just needs to learn that sometimes just placing too many things down for the sake of placing them without sequence doesn't actually do your room or dojo any justice, because it's just placement for placement's sakes. It's concentrated thought that makes a project like this. So using this room as an example, just like having the spikes come through, which, you know, might take you an extra couple of minutes to do, but it provides an atmospheric that was true to what was in the film. And you know, and most of the time someone would come in here and say, oh, what's that pole? What would that be made out of? Again, like the art of the dojo is like using things that someone would say, hold on, how have you done this? And so with his bigger builds, there is that. It's just the rooms like the nightclub, which was very literal. All of his literal rooms are good, but they're just not expressive compared to other dojos. So like putting more capacity into more deliberate things. But that just comes with time and practice and confidence. And Kaseri is a good decorator. It just needs to focus more on building bigger things, in my opinion, and he will win an all-star one day. So,
yeah. So either he needs to stop being so nice or build better.
Yeah, agreed. I think some of these builds are really
every
good.
time I come in here and I wanna critique him and tell him to do better, he just kills me with kindness, and I'm like, oh, damn it, I can't be the German to this guy. Yeah.
But no, honestly, we love this dojo. They're a really good member of our alliance. They partake in all of our contests. Kaseri is honestly one of the nicest guys you'd meet, and you know, one day I think they'll win the all-star. They just need bigger projects, especially because when you think about the dojo awards, you kind of like want big wow factor things that make your dojo stand out against something else. So yeah, big time. I can't wait to see what he makes as a creature for the upcoming contest that we have now. The house one is closing tomorrow. Yes, exactly, tomorrow, the 24th. So yeah, right. We'll jump out of this dojo and we will go to another one. Right, let's get out of here. Yes. So, what we're going to do is we're going to do a quick update of the clan Memento Mori, because we did a quite extensive tour for them not so long ago. They have a few couple new rooms that we'd just like to show off. If you'd like to go see their other rooms, they were in the previous tour that we did, so it might be good to go check that out. It was the bronze rotation.
The bronze rotation,
so
yeah.
2 tours ago.
What was it?
Autumn 2023. It was when Bobé was guest
okay.
judge. So Memento Mori, run by Mystery Mori, decorators TBC. They have 2 rooms I'd like to show off, and they are in our alliance as well, and let's head on in.
It's so sad, like 10 decorators and all of them are MIA.
Yes, much like Bobé at the moment on the milk cart, I think I think Mystery Murray must run a dairy farm to accommodate how many milk cartons he needs to put out to get across how many decorators there are at the moment. Yeah. Right, nothing to see in the spawn room. Right, so we'll go to.
Wait, what?
I mean, we've been here twice now. There's nothing to see. What we've got?
Yeah, but you weren't here with me.
Yeah, true. We were.
That's
with...
fine, bro.
Nah.
We can move on. Let's go to the.
Well, to be fair,
this
did inspire my Gi2mo build recently. So yes, using the Donbass symbols pretty much. Yes. So yes. Well, good job, Mad. Now that you're here and I can't roast you about it because you're actually here. Yes, good job. Yep.
You can still roast me.
I
Yep.
you can still roast him.
I generally don't have the energy.
He's not going to be polite when we get to yours.
This room isn't worth roasting.
Wait.
It's just wasted energy. Yeah, like it's just wasted calories, Mad. I'm sorry. Like I just can't. There's other rooms to roast. Yep.
Yeah, that's how they call it, right? Hypocritical. Yeah.
Good.
Totally roasted this room for like 5 minutes straight on the last turn. Now it's not worth roasting. I see. Yeah. Okay, fine.
I mean, I can't believe they didn't show this on their dojo tour on primetime. By the way, this was mad.
Please don't skip the topic. Next room, let's go.
Anyway, so the first room I'd like to show.
This is not PEGI 12 anymore when we talk about that. Yeah.
Right. So the first room is Club Gabba, which is Mad's favorite genre of music. As well, he is a entrepreneur of the Gabba style. Yep. So this was built by I420 Rai. It was his first proper room ever in a dojo. As well, yes. Inspired by some of the stuff. Mad did help out with this room as well, and it's.
I gave him a little starting help.
Yep.
So I made the dance floor in the center, and gave him the basically building recipe to do the rest, and then he just went off and completed this in I don't know,
2 days, was it?
It feels like 2 hours.
Yeah.
Yeah, he smashed through this room.
Yes, very good. Yes, especially when your first build incorporates color and fog as well, because most people don't start off wanting fog and there to be lighting elements as well. Most people just place down some of the Orokin domicile houses and call it a day. But no, he's wanted to push himself immediately, so I love to see it. Yes, the amount of Tenno floor quarter panel markers, whatever they're called, is insane in this room. Yes.
Main problem is I gave him a clear picture. We discussed the build, and I gave him a clear picture of what I want and how we make this room pop, right? And I was like, everything needs to be reflective, right? And he was like, oh yeah, we can use this, and I was like, nah, it's not shiny enough. Next item. And the solution to this was just to use the Tenno floor markers, the quarters, because they're the most shiny.
What was the ceiling made out of? Sorry.
These are Entrati walls, the backside of the Entrati walls. But that was a compromise because we ran out of capacity after doing 2 walls.
Because it's reflective and shiny. I like the way that it reflects the light from the Centra, the Center Disco light and the cyber walls. So I quite like that. It makes the room feel a bit bigger. Yes, indeed.
Yeah. These are the Entrati walls. They're actually quite shiny.
It doesn't appear it. I'm surprised. Yeah. I'm just generally surprised. I thought this was an overlapping of the circular Tenno ones, as well. Yeah. Oh, Oh wait, no, it is. It is for circular ones. Yes, I've just noticed.
Circular ones. The floor is in Entrati walls. I'm stupid. Yeah.
Yep.
I know so much about this build.
Yep. Please, so influential. Yes. I really like the tables that have the outlines on them. That's quite cool, and I also quite like the speakers he's got all around the room with the little diamond in the middle as well. So you've got the ones at the back, then you've got one in the corner over there, like on that side, and then there should be another one. I think it's upstairs. Let me check.
It's upstairs, yeah.
Oh, there's another table.
Like
Oh, I
the
think
DJ
it's the
booth that he's done as well.
There's actually a stripper pole here as well. When I was like, bro, remove it. Nobody will see it ever. Because
I didn't even notice it. It's too dark. Oh yeah.
Underneath the stairs. I was like, bro, nobody's looking there. But yeah, in the end, it's just one cap. So
It just looks like a support beam, but luckily nothing's on it, because I know that they can be a bit funny about like stripper poles in the dojo.
He has no capacity left to put anything in here.
No, there's nothing. Yeah, nada. I was advocating for one Lego man, but you had to talk him out of it. Yeah. Yes.
No. No.
Just nope. Yep. Nope.
Just no. I told him, bro, like, if my name is attached to this
With a Lego
room
man.
in any sort of like in any regard, like, you will not lower the quality.
Indeed, no. Very tidy build. As I said, this might be one of the better starting rooms I've ever seen, by the way, because we gave Ryan some lessons and he just kind of like flew with it. So yeah, like he picked up very quickly and did very well on his first project. Was trying different things. Like the fact he wanted to try different things is such a testament to like wanting to know how to build properly and stuff like that. Yeah. So yeah, no, very good. Can't compliment this room enough, especially because it's a starter room as well, and it's a room made in this clan. Yes. It's perfect. Right, speaking of new rooms in this, good job, Ryan, by the way. We absolutely love this build. Yeah, very, very good job. The next room is the Mori Bank, 0 Mori Bank, and I recently did a room feature video for this room as well. Yes, with the largest elevator door on Earth. Yes.
Hey, bro, it's a big bank, you know.
Very true, yes.
Yeah, but what you said in the last dojo, you know, proportion sizes and all that, you know, needs to be a bit smaller.
Yeah, I know, the fountains are made for giants.
Okay,
yeah.
sorry, but with like, okay, this bank was supposed to look big, right? So I was like, okay, it can have a super tiny door, right?
But you've got a smaller one up here.
Yeah, I know. But this is not the entrance, obviously!
Look at that normal human-sized elevator, yes. What I love about the elevator more than anything is that at first I thought it was an Ostron cable separating the 10th floor quarter panel, and it's not, it's actually a gap in the wall. Yes. I thought it was originally an Ostron cable. I was fooled. Yes, there is a lot of dojo magic going on in this. Gi2mo, do you remember what he made everything out of in this room? Is it pop quiz time? Yes.
Don't ask me the name of it, but yeah, I think so.
Yes.
I don't know the proper name of it, but the like how he done the little lights, little moving lights on the desk here at the top was the same thing he used to make these screens. It's just phased in so fine that you can only see them.
Shh! Don't tell him.
The amount of dojo magic, honestly, every time Mad figured something out, I would get like, he was like a 5-year-old girl twiggling her pigtails. Oh, Faith, look, I've just discovered something new. Oh. And then he'd get all excited, and then he would send me the image, but not have how it was done, just of the end result, and I'd just be like, what the hell is that? And then, yeah, he and it happened a lot. It's like it was just every 2 minutes. It was always something new. From the triangles separating these big pillars to the lights that pop through. I recognised that object, which was the light source coming through that wall, but there were so many little things he was honestly giggling about, and it was very amusing to hear his jubilation every time he found something. Was like, oh, you're never going to get it. Yep, I really like the banking console here. This is probably one of my favourite consoles. We've got the duplex screens giving out data as well. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, and then
Yeah, I
the
really
cool
like
little
them as well.
triangles. Yes.
Yeah, this is actually one of the builds I took the most time for because I was testing out and trying out so many different things. And it took me, like, I was sitting here hours just facing stuff into a wall to see how it looks when it's like, when you only show like 1% of an item, right?
Yeah, the triangles on the floor. Like,
Yeah,
I'll bet there's going to be a lot of people that are going to wonder how you done that.
I mean, I figured it out when I went through the Tenno catalog. Not the Tenno one, but just generally the decoration catalog. I saw it and I was like, right.
Yeah.
I kicked myself. These were all decorations I regularly use, and I kicked myself over every single one of them. Oh man, it looked like it took you ages to do this plant pot. Yeah. Oh, it's just such the effort.
Yes. Yes. I mean, sometimes things are allowed to be simple, right? Aren't they?
Well,
Yeah,
not
but
with this
then-
build,
No,
yeah.
by the way, I just want to point that out before anyone is like, oh yeah, thanks to 1 degree angle snap. No, fuck you. No, that wasn't in the game. That wasn't. These are free-handed. No angle snap, nothing.
We're not even the ones asking questions, man.
Just want to say
Yeah.
that in advance.
Yeah.
It was like, oh, thanks to 1 degree angle snap, everything is so
Nah,
easy
he-
now. No,
Yeah.
it was hard.
He
I
did-
suffered.
He did this before the Dante Unbound update that gave us the beautiful 1 and 5 degree angle snap. Yes, so this was mostly free-handed because this particular item, when you rotate it 15 degrees, the top pyramid bit goes in line with the. It's like a weird like own 15 degree angle, so you have to manually rotate it and to get that sweet spot. And then if you then rotate it, so for example, the triangle here. Pointing this way is 1. You can't then just copy and then rotate. You then have to pretty much do it again for this one because it's, again, a different angle and then just basically duplicate over to this one. So, yes, there was much suffering with this build. Much so, yes.
Good.
There's a 4th person here with us, and there's people are following. There's actually someone called Mad Mushroom, pretty much with you. In the chat, man. He's literally MAD mushroom.
Oh
just
my
like you. Yeah,
God!
that's amazing. What clan is he from? Yeah, what clan is he from? Yeah. He's unaffiliated. Get him in, yeah.
Was he stars?
You've got a fan, Mad, yeah. Mad mushroom, yeah.
Mastery rank 1?
Yeah.
That must be a troll.
Mad
He
mushroom.
needs to be in your clan.
Yeah.
He needs to be in your clan.
I was thinking.
My clan is full.
I was counting I was counting people walking around going, there was me, Gi2mo, Mad, and then someone else. It's definitely not Bobe. He's been on the milk cartons for a while, yeah. Anyway, right, let's move on to the next bit of it. So we get to
The water feature.
yeah, so there's more tables and chairs here. I like the little black couches here. Mad opinion. I much preferred this with the joy colour when I saw it. I thought the joy gave it a bit more, the spiral, I thought it gave it a bit more colour, and it greys out everything. And I think that's what you're going for, but I much preferred it with the like more pinky hues to the wall and the metal tones. I don't know why, I just think it looked more interesting, having that little tinge of colour that you might not get, because in these Deviri rooms, obviously the colours of the metallic objects kind of reflect the skybox you select, and for the calm one it comes up like bright and white, which is nice, and it gives this really nice sheeny metal effect. But the joy spiral gave it this like little pinky red tinge, and it's the only way you can get that naturally in the dojo, because it's hard to get that with metallic objects anywhere else. I much preferred the spiral.
The reason why I didn't keep joy was because of the direction the shadow falls.
Oh yeah, so well, from the fountain here, for example, like you've got the
So in calm the sun comes like, okay, let's say this is the north side, the window above the fountain is the north side, so in calm it comes from the north side, in joy it comes from the south.
Oh, so it's the other way, yeah. Okay.
I did a mistake very early in the build, so I actually had to reverse the entire build, but I was like already, let's say, 60% in, And I was like, nah, I'm not gonna redo the whole thing and then turn it around after I manually hand turned all the triangles and stuff, right? I was
Oof.
like, nah, I'm just gonna switch the
Skybox out. Okay, yeah,
backdrop.
cool. Yeah, no, I said I like it. I just much preferred the Joy one. But
It's
yes,
all it's just because of the direction.
yes. And now we get on to it's okay. It's the fountain. Yes, good. Yes, I love this fountain. How many hours did this take you
Yeah.
to make?
Um, like 8 hours,
Yes,
just fountain, and it's like I believe it's like 300 or 400 items.
it's crazy.
It's massive.
It's
It's
crazy. Yeah.
it's a lot going
It's
on.
crazy when
Yeah.
you have to mask the little cave water trough, each with an individual piece. That's 3 pieces just to trace that out, and then another 2 for what I'm standing on, or 4, and then
Four,
yeah,
four.
4, then
Yeah.
more down here. This is a very impressive fountain. The fact it's like a non-Euclid, I can't remember what non-Euclid, like archaeology. So it's different. It's not just because most people when they do a fountain in Warframe will just do a radial of something, put some coolant in the middle, and to call it a day, or just have the waterfalls like coming off in a radial themselves. No, this is the biggest try-hard fountain I've ever seen in my life. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, if there's one thing you need to know about Deivos is, will I take the hard way? Yes. Will I hate it? Yes. But will it be worth it? Yes. Is pretty much the three-prong question when it comes to mad building. Sometimes he only builds difficult things to prove he can do it. He probably has 10,000 builds in his mind, but he's like, oh, I can do it, so I don't want to do it. But when there's a build, he's like, oh, wait, can I do it? That's when he's interested. Yes. Annoyingly so, that seems to be the way, yes. But the fountain is delightful, yes. For the people that aren't familiar with the 10 floor quarter panel, the fact you have to manually constrain each one in, otherwise you get this awful white line going through it, is crazy. I mean, I know the pain when you see my house later.
You can't avoid it from all sides, so
No.
there will be some popping through. But I try to minimize it to a actual like. It's only on like 3 spots, I believe, on this fountain where you can see the seams. Yeah.
Yep. I mean, like, there's one here that I'm above that is barely visible, but yeah, it's only in like 1 or 2 spots. But again, you don't even notice it. If you're like walking past it, the only way you notice it is if you're directly underneath it, pretty much. So yeah, no, but honestly, man, well done on the fountain. It's annoyingly good, and yes, right. So we have. You know, 2 cherry trees. Wow, so innovative. And then we get the the little bank area. Yes, I like the little
At least they got nice planters, right?
Yeah.
Oh, the planters are dope. Yeah, planters are dope. Yes. I do like how the spirals change the colours of the cherry trees as well. Yes, because they have that white reflective accent to it. And then we have a little bank itself. Yes, which is where So, Mad, because you made it for Memento Mori, how does this work? So there's actual function to this.
Yeah, so he was on about like his clan members need to know what they need to donate, right? And he said like, oh yeah, just make sure there's like an info board with a lot of text. And I'm like, I hate text. I think it's the ugliest thing you can put in a dojo is text, because the font is ugly, the colors are awful most of the time. So I came up with the idea to just put the decorations of the actual resource into the build. So I made a little display. So there's like 6 slots he can put down here. Apparently they just now need ferrite, plastids, and polymers. So that's how he can tell his clan members what to donate. Yeah.
Yes. And then over
And
here we actually have a vault. Yes, where they can donate. But I can't obviously donate because I don't belong to this clan. But no. Yes, very well done. Yes. So it actually serves purpose. So it is actually a bank. Believe it or not. So yeah. I mean, I like the oh, man, what decorations is for Water 1? Like, The little info screen one, is that?
That's the same screen you saw on the other consoles. It's just the backside of it.
Oh, right, it's just being rotated the other way. Yeah. Oh, you've just put the back of it through, so you don't see like the green light. Okay, cool. My bad.
Yeah.
Okay, that's me being dumb. But yes, but no, very good. So these were the 2 rooms that they built for recently. So this room was actually featured in the contest. I just really want to show it off and stuff. Yeah. So we don't know when the next is going to be on it. The star chart. So yes, Fountain good, M good, Elevator good, Dojo Magic good. It's the quintessential Deivos architecture build at the moment. So yeah, I don't really want to keep talking about you, Mad. So we're going to move on. Yes.
Okay.
Perfect. Right, okay, so let's jump out of here. Right. Good job. It's a good addition to Memento Mori, I must say. So you guys can pick. Do you want to
I mean,
go...
I was just returning favors because Memento Mori made the Alliance emblem for us, and I actually took some pity because I don't know, how can you have 10 decorators and all of them go missing in action like in a mere month?
Translation: if you have 10 decorators and they're not decorating, you don't have any decorators. You have people that can decorate but choose not to. But yes, it's a shame. They have a lot of potential in their clan. They have a lot of really cool projects.
Yeah.
And they can win the All-Star. They just need people in their building, just like anything else. So yeah, no, a few good builds you've made for them, yes. But right, shall we do this clan called Annora, or should we go into Arcane Order?
Annora it is, let's go.
Okay.
Can't wait to have my FPS stutter again.
So yes, in Shadow Silver is a clan called Annora. I run that clan. I'm its founder and builder. And yeah, we won silver on this star chart, second behind Phoenix Retribution in what was an extremely competitive contest for Winter
It was
2024.
crazy, yeah. It was,
yes, both of us basically just like screaming at each other, "No, I will do it!" and then just like building like absolute lunatics. So for this contest, I actually made 21 new rooms, of which had 2 rooms that I pretty much reskinned from the very top to bottom as well. So I went ham on this dojo tour. This contest, because I had to try and find a way to beat Mad. Obviously, it didn't work yet. One day I'll see my spot on gold back. Don't you worry, Mad. Don't you worry. Yeah. But yes, we will head on in here. Right, and I can actually show you some of the bugs, because my spawn room, which was actually something new that I made for this contest, had abuse of Deviri stuff that is now currently invisible as well, yes. Because I really liked using a lot of Deviri stuff in the Deviri room to make my new spawn room. And so if you look at these little garden patches, they've just got some ferns. But if I go into my decorate mode, you will see that there are a ton of decorations that are invisible. So there is all the cool little new plants that gave the room a nice third colour that have yes, currently invisible. So hopefully D can get this fixed at one point. I'm sure that they will. I miss decorating with these because the Deviri stuff is so nice to decorate with. Yes, I just wish that they had fixed it a bit sooner, because every hotfix I'm there like holding my fingers like, come on, and then I've come in, I'm like, no. Yes, it's a shame.
Yeah,
indeed.
I've been the same, because I've used a lot of the Deviri stuff in some of mine as well.
They take what I love. But no, I made this very early on in the contest. I won't stay here too long. I'd just like to show because it's in one of my Deviri rooms. But no, it was.
The spawn pretty much grasps the identity of your clan. It's very squared. I think most of your builds are very square.
Yes.
Everything is, almost everything is very clean. And you have a sculpture that skips leg day, and you have a bunch of tributars. Yeah, that's the identity of Annora, yeah.
Well, I don't think we need to see
It
anything
was
else.
so funny when you showed me a work in progress. I was like, "Oh, great! You didn't use that much tribute because he was like so proud of purging some tributers in his dojo to better the FPS
Hey,
situation."
I got rid of 700
Um,
tributor, and then I built the spawn room.
and then it was like, "Oh yeah, I'm not using as much tributers on my spawn area anymore," and I'm going to be like, "Oh yeah, not a lot of tributers, right?" And then I started counting. Yeah, Faith, it's just 100 tributers. That's nothing.
Just 100, yes. Well, you know, I just kind of for me, I wanted
Just a fifth of the room. Yeah, perfect.
Well, you know, as I said, I wanted it to be an info center as well. I wanted the nice skybox, which is why I went for the design that I had. I liked the thought of incorporating the A into like the top panel walls as well, which is I thought was quite clever when I figured out how to do it, but it's not actually that bad. But no, I kind of wanted just some information screens to like help people, like cool little trading vaults, which again come from an unnamed clan as well, using a similar concept as well. And yeah, actually the middle sculpture was actually Bobet who made that. Yes, he said he would make the Spartan in the middle. Yes, and it definitely needs chunkier legs.
So he
Yes.
basically impersonated your style of sculpting by making the legs short. Yeah, good.
It's more of an Annora problem. I think you could have any decorator and they've got toothpicks, legs and stuff. Yeah, I did the shield, and I helped with the weapon and some of the hair. But yeah, no, yeah, it represents some of the other builds as well. So I just want like a unified build that you might see in a few other rooms as well. Yes, just like in the back of the skybox as like a spa. I mean, I was quite proud when I made this. So yeah, still happy with it. I mean, I needed an upgrade for my spawn room. Yeah.
No. Like, okay, just to explain, this is the way of being stupid me. A lot of decorators would, or a lot of dojos would happy to have something like this in their dojo. It's just, I think you can do better, and that's why I think it's not good.
Yes, that seems to be
That
the
makes
theme.
sense.
Yeah, no, I know what I mean. You think it needs, it can be better. So yes, no. Oh, and my skybox has just turned off. Great. Yes, perfect. Good old Deviri. Can't be in a room for more than 2 minutes without the game breaking. Perfect. Right, I think that's telling us we need to get out of here. So,
Yeah.
said I made. We're just going to look at the rooms I made for Winter 2024. I won't show any of the new rooms, so in case I place next time, I can show them ones off then. But the first room that I made on this like journey to try and dethrone Deivos was Recall 21: The Cloverfield Incident. Yes. So pretty much on my teleporter, anything from Recall 21 all the way down to Recall 34 was new stuff. Plus I made a lot of utility rooms, some reactors and some stuff in my Annora district, which is more utility stuff like Crimson Branches and stuff like that. But yes, the Cloverfield Incident, which was definitely because I watched Cloverfield and I was like, you know what? I wanted to try my hand at like a big sculpt, and I've never actually.
How would the beast look with like tiny legs? That was the question.
The thing
Let's do it.
Hold on. The actual legs aren't actually that small. It's just, again, if you actually look at the Cloverfield monster, the Cloverfield monster itself is actually it has very skinny arms, a massive torso, and then like, skinny legs. It's a weird, like spindly, like spidery, like sub-dimensional creature. So yeah, so when I made this, I actually, if you were to look at the reference images, you'd be like, oh, they're actually not that big. He didn't have jack legs. Cloverfield did not go and do gym day, like leg day at the gym. He did not. He just ate. He's a chunky boy. Yes. But no, this is the first room I made in my pursuit of dethroning Deivos. My failed when he decided to move down to Shadow Tier. Yes.
I gotta say, I think the best part about this build is like the what is it? The bomb plane.
The
Stealth
B2
bomber.
bomber.
Yeah, B2 bomber. Yeah.
The B2.
It's B2 stealth bomber.
So yeah, if anyone's ever seen
Yeah,
I like
Cloverfield,
that
That
one
looks brilliant.
a lot. Yeah.
I like the cranes on top of the buildings as well.
guys, can you hear me
So
properly?
Faith, either you're not talking anymore or you're cutting out.
Yeah, we can hear you
Yeah,
now.
you just cut it out for like I believe 80% of your sentence. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm getting a bit of static. It might just be a
It's
blip.
cutting out again.
Oh no.
Oh no, it's happening.
Not again.
It's happening again. Annora is sabotaging the stream again. Perfect.
I'm gonna have to play the meme reel again, aren't I? Oh, the meme reel.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you have to. Yeah.
Oh god. Yes, and my skybox just disappeared as well. Yes.
Elevator music, let's go.
I mean, I'm not getting any feedback at the moment.
Perfect.
Perfect, good, yes. But no, Crane's good. But no, if you ever watched the Cloverfield film, at the very end, when they try and get rid of it, you're the main characters in the helicopter, and then they get the self bomber that comes down and bombs the absolute shit out of the Cloverfield rampaging through the city. So that's the scene I was mimicking when he was rampaging through like lower South Side Street. I can't remember what road it was in Cloverfield. But yeah, no, first time building a big sculpt like this, and it kind of started like a crazy amount of monsters in my dojo. I just got a habit of doing it, yeah. I got a knack of it, yeah. But yes. And also I wanted to try my hand in a Deviri room as well, with like a big cityscape, mostly because I wanted a nighttime skybox as well. So yeah.
I mean, it's definitely like I think because you just get like 2 of these rooms, right? I think it's sad when people just waste it with like I'm gonna do like weird floating islands, like standard Deviri stuff to make the Deviri room more Deviri, right? Getting back to the point of making a garden, yeah.
Yep.
I think because the lighting system is so unique, you definitely need to build something in here that is worth the uniqueness, and I think this room is. So you did.
Well, I didn't want to show the Deviri stuff, so if I go out of the room, like you'll see what I did. So like when I was building, like I built proper little buildings, I tried to build little street walks, but because it's a perspective build, like you can actually see outside of the things that you can't see directly of. For example, here you can see the rest of the Deviri stuff. So yeah, like I didn't want to build and see the Deviri stuff, because in this, the skybox for me is the asset of this room, because using the Deviri stuff to make more Deviri stuff kind of, again, like any room masking I would ever do, kind of defies the point by just like leaning into the existing room when most rooms don't enable that anyway. And I also built this room when we didn't have any of the new Deviri decorations as well, because they were added much later. So none of the flowers, none of the cool Deviri arches. I thought, well, if I don't have the Deviri assets, I will mask around the Deviri and use existing assets to make something that's a bit different. So yeah. So if you do see your Deviri rooms, try and mask around and use the skybox, which again I know it's turned off and it's black at the moment. I still wish this is an actual option, by the way. I quite like the dark black nighttime one. But yeah, if you can, try and do something different with your Deviri rooms. Don't lean into it. Like, the purpose of dojo decorating should be to take you out of the dojo. Right. Next one up is Mads.
I mean, right now you can actually force the skybox to go black if you fast travel. So you could basically just use your vault as a teleporter, and fast travel would be the only way to reach into the room, and then the skybox is turned off always.
I also don't know if anyone's ever noticed this coming into this room, but the reason why I showed the the Zariman window was, if anyone's watched all 3 Cloverfield films, the third one is basically about a spaceship that like goes between a dimension. So I thought it was just a cool little reference to the fact that, you know, ever since the Devuri has been found and the Zariman's screwed around with dimensions, it's very similar to the Cloverfield story as well. So I kind of think there's a cool like symmetry, because obviously Cloverfield come from, you know, them tampering with the stuff on the space station in the third film, the Paradox one. So yeah. But anyway, little tidbit of the room there. Right.
Great dojo lore. Nobody will understand unless you explain it.
Yes, perfect. Love it. Yes. So the next room is Mad's favorite room in my dojo, which is Recall 25, Super Nefelvaska. Yes. Yes, let's go.
When did I say it's my favorite building in your dojo?
Well, when I built it. Yeah.
Where are the transcripts of me saying this?
I have them. Yeah.
This is the room where you fucking backstabbed me, Brutus.
Yes, good. Yes, it's also the room I discovered.
First time I compliment him ever on a sculpture. First time ever, and then he goes like, "Oh, yeah, Matt said something nice about this room. Let's make it weird." Yeah.
Yes.
No, and then he added these monstrosities in the corners. Yeah.
Yes, anything to annoy Deivos is worth it, in my opinion. Yes, good. Yes, little.
This one right here. When you enter to the right, this one is the worst. Oh my god, it's so fucking bad. The whiskers, like, oh my fucking god. The legs, everything just annoys me.
Yeah, you do know I was thinking of reworking this room.
What is this? This is like a train with like identity problems. What am I? Am I a zeppelin? Am I a train or a cat? I don't know.
Good. Yes. Good.
Maybe I'm a
So you really like it then?
or a helicopter all at the same time.
Vasca's budge.
It's 2024. They can identify as whatever they want.
Uh-oh. Guys, my OBS
Yeah, the
is
rest
disconnected.
Of the film is fine. I really like the sculpture.
Guys, can you hear me?
Yeah,
perfect.
The streams.
The stream stopped right as I had my meltdown. Yeah.
Yeah, it's gone.
It's gone.
Hold on, I'm still recording. I can restart. Okay, I guess the elevator music is happening officially. Yes. So the stream has started again. It's now the second out of the 3 times. Oh no, I think it's all 3 times I've had to restart the stream visiting my clan. So yes, welcome back. We are in Annora. Hope you enjoyed the meme reel of everything people have sent me about my dojo. Yes, and yes, so we're in a room I call Super Nefelvaska. It was a room. Well, Mad was moaning at the weird Vaska mech monstrosities, which I kept because it annoys Mad more than anything. There's a big one over here to the left, which is actually not too bad as a mech. And then there's the 2 ones on the right that boils Mad's blood, so it's all good. But no, when I figured out how to do something, I was like, you know what? I want to actually build a sculpt just solely using ice. And, you know, we're in an Entrati room, and I discovered a neat little trick where if you use just the polychrome accent color, so the second one, you can color ice. And when I figured that out, I was like, oh, well, one thing I've always wanted to make is a proper, like, floof sculpt, but make it, like, you know, exact and lifelike. So when I figured that out, I was like, you know what, I'll make a little Vaska floof. like thing, and I think it actually comes across really well. As the floof bit, the actual sculpt is actually like very accurate.
Well, I mean, I hate floofs, but this counts as a sculpture, so that one is fine, right? So
Oh, bless me.
the compliment still stands for the focal point of the room.
Yes.
The rest of the room should burn. Yeah.
No, just the mechs. You just want the mechs to burn, yes. What about all the little floof companions here, Mad? Your favourite people, yes. The ones guarding the room.
Yeah, burn.
Yes. Burn.
Yeah.
Burn them all, yes.
Crush them, yeah.
Yes.
I mean, one reference would have been enough. I don't know why you're using like 20 of them.
Overkill. Capacity. Because the actual sculpture didn't need actually that much capacity. So then the rest was just room masking and trying to just add little flourishes and stuff like that. And again, anything to annoy Deivos is a win in my book. So yes, every floof to aid the cause for annoying Deivos, yes. It's perfect, yes. You've got a little one piloting up here as well, yes. Overseeing the chaos.
Okay, next room, good.
But yes, anyway, the next one...
Get out of here.
Good, yes. Pain. The next one is Recall 28 Ram, the Earth Golem. No, 27. It's 27.
27.
Yes. Ram, the Earth Demon. Should I say yes?
It's like, hey, hold on, this is a Blight Lord.
Yeah, no, I got the number wrong. Yep. So, previously on our dojo tours, I went in and
I like that one.
I went in and me and Bobé, the Surfer Armada, who, again, if you've seen him, please let me know. I miss him. I want him to come back. I would like, so we basically decided to do a mini contest to motivate each other.
You were cutting out Faith, by the way.
Oh no! Oh no! Not again!
You
Faith,
keep
you're
cutting out.
cutting out. So, I will take over.
Yes.
What basically happened, Faith and Bobé had a face-off, and the contest was to build a golem, just randomly. Started like a mini duel, and on the last tour we showed Bobé's golem in Seraphim Armada, and this is Faith's build. And the only reason I'd say Bobé's build did win is there are 3 floofs here in this room, so it's less quality, so it loses because of that, yeah. And the stupid Lego man, which fulfills no purpose. So in my book, Bobé did win because he decided to keep the quality of the room. Yeah.
I actually used more capacity. If you can hear me, I used more capacity than he did. So, yes, I don't know if that counts for anything, but yes.
Yeah. Dude, it's not like, oh, look at me, I placed down 1,600 items, I win. It's I went for quality, and oh, I actually have good quality, but maybe it's too good. Let's place down some floofs. Oh no, I lost. Why is that? Yeah.
Oh, I can't win with you, Matt.
That's what it is, Faith.
Yes.
I don't know. I mean, I like both of them, but I preferred this one over Bobby's. I don't know why. It's just my own preference. I really like this. I thought it looked cool.
Gi2mo backstabbing me again.
He knows his allegiance.
Just a personal preference. I know. I think the both of them are great. But
for us to react,
yeah,
I did like
this one.
No, actually, like I think the beard is genius. The beard is genius, and the green eyes. Again, like faith magic. Yeah, it's not dojo magic; it's faith magic right here. I don't know anyone who does.
Matt, you keep cutting out now as well, bud.
Perfect. Yeah. Just give it a moment. So I said, the beard on this golem is gorgeous. It's a really smart idea, and the green eyes really sticks out. Like again, I don't know anyone who does color eyes like this. I think Faith is the inventor and only one who does it in builds so
Yes.
far. I think this will be copied in the future a lot.
Yeah.
I just never. I just refuse to do it because then Faith could say something like, "Oh, I showed him how to do it," and no, I don't want this position. No.
I'm actually most proud of the soup as well. I'm not. I mean, the not the mech. The golem actually, it was a bit challenging, but I didn't think that was challenging because building with boulders is quite easy. It was when I figured out that if you use the bottom of the pavilion floor and do the same trick with the ice, you can colour the pavilion floor if it's full scale. So this is tea green. So the amount of message I've got, oh, Faith, how did you do the floor? And I've just had to copy and paste the message every time with the method on how to achieve it. So tons of people have reached out because, nobody's ever seen like a swampy floor before. So yeah, I was very proud when I was able to discover this little detail, yes. And I just added some vegetation and blended it in the room to make it like a little swamp. So yeah, nice and easy.
I mean, rightfully so. It's dojo magic. Yeah, that's what we should build for. Is to make other decorators go like, "Oh, how did you do that?" I think that's when you have something, when people ask you how to do it.
Yeah.
All right, next room, boy.
He's probably cutting out again.
We just lost Faith.
Yeah. Oh, there we go. Yeah, we can hear you.
I like the name more than any.
Oh, okay. I think I'm actually back now on the stream.
Oh, the pickup truck. The pickup truck is really cool.
Yes, Lost Pieces of Suburbia is the room name. Sorry, my mic was actually cutting out on
your
the stream.
seems to stutter. Okay.
Oh, good.
No, it just has a lot of delay. Anyways,
Yes.
I really like the truck. I really dig the truck in this build. Truck is cool as fuck.
Yes, a good old pickup truck made by Bobé. He came into this room and he built this with 45 capacity, I think. Yes, he came and helped.
Why am I always picking Bobé stuff when I don't know who made everything in the room? Bobé's does is like, I really like
what
this.
though? I basically placed out most of the parts. So I was basically placing everything down, and he was then just incorporating it. I did do a few things on the truck. So it was like we were building it together more than anything. But he mostly because obviously only one person can build in a room at the same time.
No. No, this is not how it works, bro. Okay, so let's say I buy some tomatoes, I buy some spaghetti, I buy some meat, and then just throw it in the kitchen. I can then go and say, oh, I made some yummy spaghetti bolognese with like I mean, I didn't actually cook it, but I provided the ingredients, right? So it was kind of a team effort. No, fuck you, Faith.
I placed a few things onto it, so it was like I basically just stirred the pan. I was on stir duty. Yeah.
Yeah. And if anyone's wondering, this is why I really enjoy coming on these dojo tours.
Yes.
Just to listen to Matt.
Yes, come look at pool table. Yes,
It's like I don't know, like, oh yeah, I bought some rice. I'm Gordon Ramsay. Yeah.
Yes, I had a big brain moment with the pool table. Yes, me like a pool table.
Yeah, I really like how you've done this.
The pain of getting those little yellow balls on was crazy. Pain.
Yeah.
So much pain. Yes.
Why? Is it because the rotation axis is so fucking weird on the hologram?
It's more that there's so little space between the floor and the green panels, and then they collide into each other as well. So you can't just like place 10 in a row and then separate them. And also when you rotate from, say I wanted to get the ball here that I'm standing on top of, and I duplicated the one over here, I have to change the rotation. So they're all in unique rotations, just in different places, and fitting them all in that tiny space. And because of the small ball, which I think is like the moon of Europa or something, I can't remember what exact moon it is, has to be quite big. So if you were to look under the table, it's an absolute mess. I think I should be able to just show you on the stream what I mean. So yeah.
No, I got it.
So yeah, so they're all down here, yes, all just hiding out in there. Yes.
Okay, but I'm still gonna give you the Quesaro treatment here. So we got this pool table for kids, right? And then we have this giant standing next to it. And this absolutely crazy big sofa right here in this tiny little box.
Hey, it's a chic
and then
house.
we have these mini steps for these giants to walk on, yeah. And then they can squeeze themselves into these what are these toilet boxes?
No, they're changing rooms. Yeah. So it's like cupboards. It's a closet
totally
where you keep your clothes.
normal,
Yeah. Because you've got a little changing partition
Yeah,
there as well. Yeah. And then the biggest bed of all time, this is a double California. Yeah. Oh.
I mean, for this guy who apparently is he the same size?
Yeah, they're all the same size.
He's smaller, right?
They're all the same size.
Really?
Yeah. It's just he's obviously got some bent limbs and stuff as well, because that guy at the pool table is standing straight. Whereas this guy's
some illusionary magic, yeah.
bunched up a bit more, yeah.
And then we have these the tiny planter here in the corner is the best part, which is basically to the scale of these sculptures is basically just a cup. Yeah.
No, my favorite
plant.
my favorite part, Mad, is like all these giants, and then as you walk in the front door on the corner, the very right, the little tiny shoe rack with the tiny.
Where are the kids? Why are you hiding them?
They're in here. They're in here. They're in the second room over here. They're in the bathroom area. Yeah, they're locked up.
That explains why the bed is so big. Yeah. Well, Faith, I don't know. This is shady stuff. Where's the tripod?
Oh God.
What is this? Is this a Catholic house?
Nope. It's the first time I've ever heard Catholic pronounced Catholic. Yes. I love it. Yep.
Yeah.
It actually makes it sound like it's got an issue to be there, yeah.
Right, yeah. Make fun of the German. I feel racism.
Oh, the gaslighting is unreal. The gaslighting is unreal. Yeah. Never. But no, this is house. Right, let's speed it along. This was house that I built for my contest. Yes, house.
Yeah.
Truck.
Yeah, I really like how you've done that.
I'm just realizing they all have to bend down when they want to enter the house because the door frame's so
it's
low.
More like
they could
be squatters. They just could be squatters. Yeah, like lost pieces. These guys just found the house. Yeah. Again. But anyway, right. We're digressing. One final room.
No. Okay. Other than the proportion, this build is is very. I think this is when you really started to do like super clean builds for the first time, because comparing it to your Vasca, you actually nailed the telephone and stuff. So there's definitely improvement to be seen.
Yes, indeed.
Good job. And before anybody, you did put out the wooden wall. Yeah, he used Zeraman wood on the outside, which is a orbiter decoration.
Yes, that you get from Hombask. I spent weeks.
Good job. Now we have orbiters in dojos.
Perfect.
Okay, next room.
Right. So it is recall 30 of a Mosasaurus enclosure. Yes.
Good. Best build in this dojo.
Big
By
fish.
far.
So again, disclaimer:
good.
due to the plants, most of the fish are gone. Yes, the many hundreds of the very gold leaf plant things I've used that had the schools of fish swimming are gone. Annoyingly so. So my video I did will clearly show them. But yeah, but I just still thought it would be worth showing off on the tour. I don't want to discourage because there's lots of cool stuff else in this room as well. It's just the little schools of fish as well. Yes.
I mean, considering we can see a lot of the atmospheric in this build, and it's still good, shows how well you can actually perform in the dojo.
Yeah.
This is very good. This is like one of the best builds I know on Xbox. Definitely. I mean, you see so many people attempt like doing like aquatic builds or aquariums or SeaWorld stuff, right? But this is the only build I know on Xbox that actually nails it.
Yes, and
Yeah, I agree.
it was briefly inspired by Bobei's discovery that you could stack ferns on top of each other. Yes,
Yeah,
to create
mind-bending invention. Yeah,
Yep.
just stack them. Boom.
So yeah,
Crazy, yeah.
I love building underwater stuff now. It is one of the more creative masks you can do because you can fully immerse yourself with a room like this. So it's like a big fish tank. So
now the issue most aquarium builds have is they are not vast enough, right? It's just like a wall or a little box, and you can't really see. There's no depth to it, right? Because you have like 2 meters of seaworld, and then it's like 10 wall, right? And you're like, great.
But I wanted this room to feel big because oceans are big, so that's what I wanted to go for.
The coolant fluid on the ceiling really helps. As well to give more depth to this room. It really feels vast and expansive. So yeah, I like this a lot. I really like this. Except for the Lego Man, I mean, to go. Anyways.
Yes, but no, I have hundreds of little fish, little invisible ones that go all up and down. You can always check out my video for the room to see what I mean by it. But yeah, no, they'll be back one day, I think. I hope.
Yeah.
But no, we may do my dojo as a full tour soon, so we're not going to explore any other rooms. But no, I love building this fish build. It was I legitimately had fun building this. Yes, the mouth with the teeth, I wanted to kill myself over though. Like using.
Definitely, yeah.
I hated building it. So I had to use these like infested.
What are these? Is it the Austrian grenades?
For what?
What are they?
They're the infested creature claw. So they each have an angle, so I had to rotate every single one to line up, because you can't just place them in a straight line. So yeah, that did annoy me greatly, yes. Perfect. Right, we'll jump out of here
Definitely
before...
one of my favourite builds in your dojo as well,
Oh,
Faith.
thank you, Gi2mo. Yes. Yes, it's just I wanted big thing. I was in. I'll give a shout out to Sweeters from Kansan Road. I really liked his underwater dragon build, the Arcwing dragon fight underwater that he did, and I always wanted to do like
Arcwing battle, I believe, or Arcwing fight.
Yeah. And I wanted to build like a big like underwater environment as well, but I wanted to do it differently. So I wanted to go for more like a crustacean thing, and I even went like to find what kind of like creatures lived in the Mosasaurus seas as well at the time that they existed. So you have the big like isopods as well, then you've got the big manta rays, and then big the mega turtles that they had, and then just lots of other fish. So I tried to like stay true to the period and era as well that the Mosasaur was in, because I didn't want to just do sharks and big jellyfish that we might see today. I wanted to actually keep it in line with its time zone as well. So yeah. No, very good. Right.
Please excuse me for a second. I'll be right back.
Cool. So we'll jump out, Gi2mo. We'll wait for Mad to come out, and then we'll do the next dojo. Yes.
Welcome back. Apparently, Mr. Faith and his wooden cable had some technical difficulties with the stream quality, so we decided to take a break and pick up on the next day. And so here we are in the dojo of Arcane Order of Saturn Stairs. And Faithikins, which room do you want to show us first?
Yes, welcome back everybody. The first one is the IO4 Celestial Navigator. It's the observatory room as well, yes. So we'll head in there, yeah. Like, we previously toured this dojo before, so I just want to show off some of the other rooms that we didn't get to show off on the first tour that we did a couple months ago. So, yeah, let's head to some of the different rooms and see what they got going on. Yes. So yes, this room was done by Area 1324. It's a bit of an odd room, you can tell by the decorations, but there's a really cool mech outside of a window as well. I remember seeing this because it was shown off on prime time when the clan got a video tour. So yes, before the stream died yesterday, I pointed out how much I liked the sword. The sword is actually really cool. It took me a while to figure out how they actually made it. And then yeah, like, good head, like... This was definitely built in the days when open spaces didn't exist, and they had to play out of bounds to make things before that beautiful big box we got, yeah.
I want to point out how good the hands actually are, because, I mean, if there's one thing with people sculpting they struggle with, it's the hands, always. Like, you get so many questions in Discord or wherever, of people asking you how to do hands, and yeah, considering this is an early starter build, or an early build in general, this is a good example of how to do hands. Yeah,
especially with limited decor, because this was when it was just very few Orcan pieces, some corpus stuff as well. So yeah, like, there was very few things to actually build with. Yeah, yes, but no, very good. Yeah, I mean, I said, like, open spaces before. This was the jam, was to build out in the observatory. So yeah.
I mean, it's so funny how like body blind people are sometimes. I mean, whenever I get the question like, "Hey, how to do hands?" I'm just like, "Yeah, look at your hand. Just grab something and look at your hand."
Yep.
You have the best example right in front of you.
Well, some people are body blind. I struggle sculpting because I can't recognize the shape in a weird way. Like, a lot of decorators would, you know, some people don't have that block, but I'm very much, I have to really think about it, and I have to, like, scrutinize every single piece that I use. That's why people ask as well. So yeah, I mean, this guy definitely didn't miss chest and shoulders day, but he's definitely missed leg day at the gym though. Yeah.
Yeah, it was skinny as hell.
Yeah, your influence on the dojo scene on Xbox is crazy. Yeah.
Well, this came before me, so yeah, Arrow probably built this before I was even decorating. Yeah,
I'm going to put out a quick teaser. There's this a punk song coming up on the Architects Anonymous YouTube channel very soon.
Yeah, Mad has discovered how to do AI music, and about 60% of it is aimed at trolling me.
Yeah, and he's sent me about 7 of them that he's made.
Yes, indeed.
Well, I didn't make them. I just let the AI do its magic. Yeah.
Well, you wrote some of the lyrics for it, of which the song is called "Toothpick Legs."
Yeah, toothpick legs. Yeah, that's the song name.
Christ!
And by the way, which is funny, the AI made a line and called you toothpick legged Faith No 45, which I think is so fucking cool.
I mean, Legs No 45 was right there. They could have done that, but you know, it's an AI song. But no, right. Let's move on to the next room, which is S00B. Boujay's Hideaway. I have completely butchered the saying of that as well. Yes, so
I wouldn't know which language this is, so yeah.
I would say Spanish. I would want to say Spanish, but I don't know enough. So yes, but we come into a little open corridor in a very cove room, and if you come out of here, they have a little resting dragon in this room, which I didn't notice the first time I ever came in. So I actually missed this the first time I actually came into the dojo to check it out. And yeah, so I don't know how long this is here as well. I think Arrow built this as well. I think the console had quite a funny message of so he's even said, oh, his builder, and then how long it took him to build. It took him 2 hours to make this room in here as well. So, well, it's been here since the Deviri update, because this is when the room was made and stuff like that, yeah. So I always appreciate dragons when I see them. Also, this room is so hard to decorate in as well, because there's so many different light sources, and it's a weird room to decorate in. It's quite shallow. It's hard to fit big things in here, so trying to maximize the scale of one thing is what they've gone for. So yeah, this garden. Just wish the trees weren't hiding the face. Yes, you can see it just through here, which is a nice little view. Mad, you like the cherry tree colour, don't you? Yeah.
Yeah. I just wanted to say that it's crazy how it's all the same tree, but they all have different colors. Like, this room is nuts. Yeah.
Yes, we have.
Actually, I have one build in my dojo. I haven't yet dared to build in there because I don't know. I don't know how to handle this room yet. So
I've just noticed as well the ferns. They're mostly mocky ferns. So he's indibly placed like hundreds of ferns down. So I just need to double check that. That's insane. So it's big ferns, and then he's mixed in the mocky ferns between them. Yeah. Yes, good. Good use of them. Yes.
I mean, he still has like 1,000 capacity left in this room.
Yeah, I mean, I would be.
I'm just realizing. So you have water dripping in this room, right? And he's actually implemented. I don't know if it's intentional. It looks intentional. On the jaw, there's like, it's like the dragon is drooling.
Oh, yeah, I've just seen that. Yeah. Based on the fact it's coming from the mouth, I'd assume so. Yeah. Oh, my legendary 4 movement is terrible. Hold on. There we go. Yeah. I think that's a design choice there, yeah. Good spot, Deivos.
Like that, yeah.
Yes.
I just wish we would have not used the infested spinal bone, because you see this way too much on Dragon Balls. Way too much. Every dragon looks the same because of this decoration. Everywhere is like, because it looks so pre-made like a dragon hat. I get why people use it, right? But I still would wish that, like, go the extra mile, guys. Do it. Make your dragon look unique.
In defense of a Moon Clan right now, I can see the temptation of doing it this way, because, again, here they're having to fund massive amounts of items. So,
okay, counter argument. Delete some of these ferns and then use it on the dragon. Yeah.
Yes. Again, different schools of thought there, yes. But either way, they're both.
No, again, like I get why people use this decoration as a dragon hat. I mean,
I've used it before as well. Yeah,
right?
I mean, Gi2mo, you're close to using this one, right?
What you could basically do is like use it as a blueprint on how to shape a dragon hat, and then delete it afterwards.
Yep.
Right. So
hint for you, Gi2mo, yeah, because you're trying to do a dragon at the moment, Gi2mo. Maybe that's what you do. If you build a dragon, maybe use these two pieces, just invert them, because if you look at the other side, it's pretty much the same decoration, just inverted, and then sculpt around the head, use it as a base shape, just remove the actual base item. I mean, this is the benefit of sculpting, is that you can use decorations like this to create a base of an object, and then use other objects to create the actual item you're doing, and then just delete the skeleton, or you can keep the skeleton. There's no reason to delete it sometimes, especially if you can't reach it anymore. But yeah, that's a good way to do it, and yeah, that's actually really good. So if you're listening and you want to improve your decorating on sculpting, that's actually a thing most people do. That's why I really like the sentient decorations in general, because if you want humanoid bodies, dragon bodies, there are lots of scales, lots of joints that can be arms, legs, limbs, used for dragon head. You could sculpt a dragon out of pieces, and then when you get the skin texture and the scales right, just go over the skeleton as well. So yeah. But right.
I want to add that so I'm not saying this is a bad room, right? I like
this room, yeah.
want to point out that we see this dragon way too often. So every time I see it, I'm like, okay,
Yeah, it's stepping out of everyone else's shadow, quite literally with a dragon. Yeah.
I can still appreciate the effort, right?
Yep.
And respect the time that was spent in here.
Yes.
It's just we see this this type of dragon way too often. I think we should all step it up a little bit and change it.
Yeah. I mean, we're trying to elevate the builds that we see, and you know, seeing different types of dragons does get us excited, because like stepping out of what other people do is like really exciting. Because we've been around for ages and we've seen a lot of the dojos, when we see something unexpected is when it's like, okay, now we're talking. So yeah. Perfect. Right. Third up on their list, I have as S06 Arcane Church of Six.
Oh, look-see.
So I think it's new because it's built using new stuff. New. So I thought I'd come in here because it's a new room, yes. It was built by Arrow1324, again, build time 3.5 hours. So yeah, because I came in here, I always, before we do the dojo tours, what I do is I like to come in, see what people have been making, if they've got any new stuff, and I always like highlighting new stuff on the builds, and seeing what people are doing with the new assets as well. So, yeah.
Seeing this build time is crazy, because I always take like 30 hours plus for my builds, or like at least 20 hours plus.
Yeah. I wonder if Arrow times it, like as if he just sits down, sets a clock down, or he just like guesstimates how much he has to do, because I've never timed my builds. Normally I just have like a rough estimate.
I don't time them, but I keep like track on my time per day I spend on the build. So I just add up, and it's usually sitting between like 20 and 40 hours depending on the project. Yeah.
Yes, indeed. No, like there's actually little side. Is it side rooms or is it up passageways? Oh, just passageways to other rooms.
I was just having a look.
Yeah, no, lots of little details. I really like the thought of these being used as benches, because they have a nice wooden, like the I can't remember what the decoration is called. It's the new benches they've used for the seats as well, because they got a nice wooden texture.
It's the Intrati Lab lift car.
Oh right, yes, good. It's nice wooden texture. There should just be some padding in the back, and these seats would be absolutely awesome. Yeah, because they're very wide and big. Yes, I mean, each Tenno could easily sit down in one of these as well. So imagine summoning all of your Tenno into this room and taking a seat. Everyone would have their own little personal seat and stuff. Yeah, that'd be a good video if they could get 20 people in this room to sit in these seats. Yeah, that'd actually be a good thing. I really like the ceiling. That's my favourite part of this. Really does it. I think the gold should have come down a bit more, so that way the gold helps break up the rest of the room, because there's, you know, a lot of empty white space, and especially in these Intrati rooms. So if you're watching, you can obviously see the different color variation between the walls. So like, depending on where you place decorations, you have like one brighter, one darker. Sometimes extra gold stuff helps break that up and helps hide that break line. So maybe some gold trim going around the middle would help blend in the room a bit better. That's my only like criticism to help you elevate this room to the next level. But I really like this room. I love the ceiling. I love the little like the crucifix in the middle with the Jesus. And stuff like that, yeah. Good use of like the new like personal decorations as well, yeah. I thought this room was quite neat when I come in here. Yep. Nice and consistent. So yeah, good job, Arrow. Very good job. Right. Another room I had was S09 Yonta's Library, which again I think is relatively new, because it used some of the new stuff as well. So just thought we'd go check that out.
Just reminded me of what you said when the new decorations came out, Faith. You can't wait to see everyone make a library with all these.
Oh, you're going to see 100 different libraries now in the game. Yeah. Yep. I mean, we saw what Casero was trying to do with his house by having little mini libraries and stuff. Yeah. I quite like the shape of the bookcases as well. But for me, like, they remind me of the house decorations that Vasitas had, like the cheap decorations, because they look really nice.
Can I just point out real quick that the ceiling is not a radial, it's placed by hand.
Oh, yes. Is it still a circle?
That is crazy.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
The chandelier, I think, is a radial, because it's got a radial around one of the device. But I quite like the radial. Let me see if I can go over this again. Let me go to the console. I think, yeah, built by Arrow. It took him 5 hours to make this room. Let's go.
No, they are hand turned. I see that. I mean, maybe with the 5-degree angle snap, but this is not a radial in the classical sense where you just flag down 20 items and just turn them each.
It's actually a really nice chandelier, though. I actually quite like that. Yeah.
Yeah. But you can see.
Just having a look on the outside, but yeah, they're definitely all just. Yeah, they're definitely.
What decoration is it that he's
radial.
used to turn it? Oh, it's actually the library, but it's actually the books.
It's a one of the bookcases. Yeah.
Books. I didn't actually know that. Yeah, that's actually quite interesting. I can see why it would be. I mean, you could easily do a nice looking dome with these. I'm looking at one. Yeah, like yeah. I didn't actually know what that was then. So yeah, the fact that they've used a new decoration to make that is actually pretty cool. Yeah, but I actually quite like the chandelier. The only downside of this chandelier is if you're on the floor, because of the Deviri torch, you struggle to see the little blue lights for like the embers, but the more direct you are under it, you can't see it. So you have to like be at a certain angle to see the flames coming off of them. It's still quite. I really like that chandelier. So yeah, good job,
really
Errol.
cool. I like
it. There's another little area in here as well. If you go up through the stairs, there's a
separé, yeah.
Yes, indeed. Yes, again, factors in. It's just like a personal decoration trove. Little Paragrim there, watching and judging, Zaram and stuff. Then a little one of the new eyeballs that are tracking as well. Another decoration I think that's going to be quite popular is, do you remember Daggot's celestial build that had like the angel eye? Was it Daggett that did that? I think it was. Yeah, so I can imagine people making like angel NPCs using this decoration, because like obviously the true Nephilim had like big eyes in the middle, and then just use some Avana plants for some wings and have like small little like angel NPCs.
I think
like,
the thing we're gonna see more and more is like 2 of them being attached to the helmet and every orbiter.
Yep.
Before that, it was Dragon Coins, then it was the Zariman ceiling lighting, and then now oh no, the Valentine's heart is also there. Now it's this eye. It's like everybody sees this and has this mind-bending idea of giving the helmet eyes, and the Discord is already flooded with like 7.
Can I just ask, guys, if you know the watchful Paragrim decoration he's got on the right as you walk in? Where's that from? Where did you get that from?
That's from Deviri.
Yeah, it costs you 50 gyrum. Yeah, 50 gyrum from a Criffis. Yes, in the Dormer Zone vendor. Yeah, it's very costly. In order to get that, you have to do the Arborage 10 times, pretty much. Sorry, 5 times to do that. Yeah, or do a bunch of the.
I've never seen that before. I really like that.
You know
the 50 capacity to place one of them.
Yes, whereas the other Paragrims are 25 for Ghost
25,
ones. Yeah. So this, I actually quite like the perch for this as well, using the little Ostrom things. That's quite neat. But yeah, so you remember the puzzles you do in Deviri, the ones that you have to like match for colours and hit for certain like nodes and stuff with like little blue lights on it, and you have to do a match-up game. Yeah. And then you get the gyrum currency when you completed them. You cash them in for these, and that's how you get the orbiter, like wash bath, the mirror, the folding stand, not the mirror, like the folding stand, and all of like the personal decor from the Deviri stuff. It's very expensive to get. I mean, they added a lot of the stuff to the dojo, like the stools and the chairs, like the Senate seats, they added to the dojo, because I think a lot of people are like, oh, well, we're never going to get them. So they just added different variant of them to the dojo, which is really nice. Like they did the bird bath. Oh, no, was it the bird bath? It's like abacuses and stuff like that. They just gave different variants of that. So at least if you still wanted to do that, you could, have a variant of it. But right, no, I really like this room. Good job, Arrow. Really good job.
I like
different.
It.
I always have to remind myself that this is a moon fan, and
it's crazy.
Go all out on a build because it's fucking expensive. Yeah. So
I mean, you would never be able to fund every room if it was 1600 capacity in the Moon Clan. We've said this 1,000 times before on these tours. Like it's like I mean, I imagine for job to get people to donate is hard enough.
You forget you forget the tier you're in right now if you just tour dojos, right?
No, I mean I would say I think they're the best decorated like traditional Moon Clan. They've always been a Moon Clan since I remembered them, and they have like such a good wide variety of what they build in, big mechs, big architecture, like I mean I would still stand on my ground, and I think that these guys should have been considered for the All-Star a big time. They were definitely worthy of winning the All-Star 100%. Yeah, they've been around for ages. They've got tons of works.
Appreciate the effort.
Oh yeah, big time. Yeah, because it's hard to like compete against smaller clans because the decorating cost is significantly less as well, and I don't think that goes really into the contest side.
They actually go in with a handicap. Yeah, I agree.
Big time. Right, let's go to S10, the Beta of Worlds. Yes.
No, we had this on the tour.
Oh, did we?
Yeah, we had this. Yeah.
I can't remember going in it. Did we? Oh, yeah, did we? I'm having a bit of a brain fog right now.
There's the British spider to the left. Yeah.
Or was it British? Am I being denser? I think I am, yep. I did have two other rooms, though, that we could go into.
The room is called the Chamber of the British Night Stalker, so... Yeah.
Indeed. Right.
Ask the Arcane Order of Saturn Stairs. I don't know.
All right. Hold on. Let me check. So I have 3 other rooms just in case, because I was a bit unsure about this on this. So I have the Divinity Pavilion, S01, and then S02, the Last Crusader, as well. So let's go to the Divinity Pavilion as well.
Divinity Pavilion.
Yes,
it is.
It's one of their earlier builds, based on fact it's on their S01. So yeah, using something we didn't come into this one. It's like a classic Arcane mech as well. So yeah, I quite like this room. Built in I think it's I want to say inspiration hall. I think it's an inspiration hall. Yeah. I quite like this room because it's got a nice like ceiling roof to the top bit. Like a little cone thing, then it's got a cool little mech in the middle. Because I always see Arcane mechs, and it's always tough to get them right because they had such limited access to decorations. And I thought this was quite dope when I came in here to see where they're coming from.
You can obviously tell it's an early build.
Yeah. Like around the first.
A lot of old stuff, but I gotta say, like, when you look closer to it, into it, like. There's a lot of stuff they already had right from the beginning. At least they didn't use one decoration for one arm, right?
Yep.
They tried to actually model this. This is how you get started. Yeah. This
it kind
is a
of
good example of how to start sculpting. Yeah.
Do you know what it reminds me of a little bit? Garuda Prime had the ephemera that gave her the wings, the spiky wings. It kind of looks like Garuda a little bit, Garuda Prime, because she had the, I can't remember what it was called. It was like the bloodletting wings that you'd attach on it to give her like the spiked winged ephemera as well. Yeah. Obviously, I don't know. Obviously, I think Garuda came out after this. Just kind of looks like that. Yeah. And then like a core
I'm
head.
pretty sure it's referencing something, and we're just too stupid. Yeah.
Yes. Most definitely, yes. That would be it. Yes. No, I thought that map was dope. And right, let's go to the Last Crusader. So it's S02. We'll go visit this one as well. So yeah, it's another similar mech as well. Again, modern decorating era. Always like seeing what everyone else has built in the past as well. So the comfort. It reminds me of the big because they did the Pope Naughtinus build in one of the other rooms as well. So you can kind of see Arrow's inspiration to build these like Asian Gundam-y inspired like Arcane mechs. Is like very samurai as well. So I kind of get the vibe about there's a lot of like martiality that goes into the order of this dojo. So yeah, I said lots of really concurrent themes that makes this dojo pop when you come in here. I said every room you come into, like there's always a focal point to look at, and that's my biggest compliment to any dojo is that every room is interesting. There's always something to look at. There's always a focal point.
Quick question: was Arrow the guy who made the navigation as well?
Yes, he was.
Ah, okay, so you can actually see him evolve because he wasn't or he didn't dare to do hands on this one, right?
I mean, it's got
On
the
the last one.
sheath. I mean, it's got the sheath coming through, so I just don't know if it's a design choice as well. Yeah, I mean, I don't know who to
His
credit this
hands?
room to. Yeah,
His
I mean,
hands? Nah.
I don't know how to
Nah.
credit the room to. Arrow, if you watch this, just need to update the little room console bit here. That lets us know who built it and stuff like that. But yeah, no, I really like this mech. Said very samurai-y. I mean, said much better than what IK Project did starting out. So yeah, and that's the benchmark for mechs.
No,
Yeah.
I think like IK would have started with something like the ceiling. Kind of looks like a garden, so
Yep.
that's IK garden right there. Yeah.
IK Garden. Yeah, he's never letting that down yet. But no, that was an updated view of Arcane Order of Saturn 6, or what we called stairs, because some of the other builds have 10,000 stairs to them. If anyone isn't in on the joke, from the last time we did the tour. But remember that we had infinite stairs. Yep. But no, really enjoy this. I definitely think these guys are in all-star consideration for the future. They should have been for this round as well, so they're unlucky to miss out, to be honest. So, keep up, guys. You'll get there eventually. Just keep submitting. Get in all of your work. Get as many mechs in. Get all the new architecture, all your cool builds, and you'll be a shoo-in as well. Yeah. And maybe if you submit, point out that you're a Moon Clan. Yeah.
So you can actually do crazier builds. Yeah.
I know they're a big clan. I don't think they can tear down. I know that they're quite good at getting people in. Yeah.
It's so sad. Fix this.
Yep.
Let these guys build.
I mean, I'd love to see what Arrow could do with a full 1600 capacity without sweating over.
Definitely.
Please give us resources. Like 20,000 per item of one thing, and you need that
so
5
crazy
times.
when you're a Moon Clan and you're like, yeah, I won a gold trophy. I can now fund free items.
It's not even that either. It's really not even that. I mean, I think we did the calculation of the last time that if you won 1 million plastids, it might get you 200 decorations or something like that. Because if you divide it by the base amount, it's not that many. Yeah. Because if it's 5 items, so I think if it's 20,000 ferrite and you get 14 million ferrite, you might get over 100 items funded. Quick maths on that. Yeah, it's not.
Okay.
It's not a lot.
Right. Let's keep moving. Let's
keep it rolling.
Don't make this up again because open up this topic again because I'm
crazy. Yeah. Right.
I'm just gonna go nuclear again.
So the last clan we're visiting is the new mountain clan, Corruption Inc. They're not new, but it's the first time I've seen them mountain. Their clan is run by Insane Pups. They are not in our decoration, and they were previously one of the last All-Stars we had as well. So let's go on and check in their dojo. Right, so let me just bring up my notes here. So I think when we start in, we'll have a look at their new spawn room, because that's new for this contest as well, and it actually links to one of the other rooms that they've previously built in their dojo. So yeah, so when we spawn in here, we're in one of the delivery rooms. So yes, welcome to Corruption Inc. Yes. So yeah, when we come out here, they have a lovely little train station that has a train that connects over to these normal portals that displaces the matter. They have an Oro worm that's quite cool there, just above it as well. And this build actually links to one of their other builds, Space Express, which is one of their best builds in their dojo. And so they've actually got the theme of the train going through their dojo, connecting different station points as well. And if I go over to the train, it's carrying little cargo and stuff like that. I like the use of the tower bridge as a rail network, by the way. I didn't think of it being used for that, because it looks like a little monorail track in the middle. Yeah. I wish we had curved pieces for these, actually, now, in hindsight. Yeah.
And let me just explore a little bit, because it's quite a big build, and I have...
Oh, there's it's linked to ages. There's bridges that go around. We'll do a little walking tour of it and see all the little details.
I'm just on the top of the Oro worm now.
I never thought of using the tractor. You know, we keep complimenting the tractor. It's such a versatile decoration. I never thought of it being used as
you do.
Oh, I do. Me. Oh, well, you know. But I never thought of it being used as the front of a train before. Yes. but now I see it. Yes. Get in there, carrying little coal and
It's like,
cargo.
you mean it's like it's Dojo Magic, like stacking fans? Yeah.
It's just obvious. Some things are just so obvious, yeah.
I want to point out a little detail that this rail bridge is actually carried by floating islands beneath it, and they got pillars and stuff. I think that's a neat detail.
Hold on, let me go over to the room console. If I yeet myself off, I should get to it. Apparently the game doesn't like me, but there we go. Let me turn off my HUD as well, it gets in the way.
So we got the ticket station, a little restaurant on top, waiting area. What is it with train stations and pubs? Like,
It's a very English thing. I mean, to be fair, in England, there's a pub like next to every train station, I think. Yeah.
No. I mean,
where are you going to go?
with like insane pubs and
right,
station.
Ah.
They're just cool builds. I mean, I quite like the theme of them, to be honest. Yeah, all those rocks are actually quite nice details. Yes, really good. Yeah, I like. It's very slick. Yeah, very slick. I quite like that the tower bridges on them are like they're connected to the actual rail line underneath it as well. So yeah, like it's like little connected like mag rail. Yeah. Instead of it just being a traditional train. I really like the... I've not seen many people use the pavilion... what are they called? It's like these like awnings. They actually suit the train station aesthetic very well as well, yeah. Like it's actually quite a nice little loading bay. Like a train station. Yeah. That's actually really good. Little waiting platform. And then yeah, you've got a little ticket stand over here. Actually, they're quite clever. Yes. Little holograms there. And then you've got little ticket kiosks and the rails that you have to scan your little Oyster card to get through. Well, that's what they're called in England if you're using the Metro Underground. Yes. And then if we follow around here, if we go up the stairs, I'm just following mad now. There's a little like passenger lounge up here as well, like a little cafe and bar. Which is quite cool. Get used to the very thing. The only downside of this room is that it doesn't utilise the light of the room because of the ceiling. But it does colour the rooms this lovely little pink colour, yeah. Is it because of the decorations that I've used that? Is it just because of where this is in the room?
No, it's just because there's no windows. Yeah.
Oh. True.
And so the light is coming from the wrong direction and there's no windows. Yeah, that's the reason why. I mean, there are windows, but they're looking in the wrong direction. Yeah.
Yeah, nice little fruit stands, little refreshment stands. And then if we come up here, we actually can come out and then there's this really like cool like bridge that goes up in between the little Differy Island bits. Let's just follow that around there for the stream's sakes. And we can come out of the build. And then when you come to the build, you see the Euro one as well. Yep. Oh, it's the monolith pieces. Oh, nice. Well, I like the tail of it. The tail's quite accurate as well, yeah. And the actual Euro one build, yeah. That's dope. I'm surprised because we have our creature contest on at the moment. I would love to see like a proper like big sky worm as well. Like I'd be very happy to see something like this in our contest. That's actually really cool.
Hint, hint.
Yes, hint, hint. Yes. Yes, Gizmo, I know that you've changed your mind 10 times what you want to do. Yes, it went from like ravens
not always.
to dragons to squirrels to big warthogs. I think at this point...
I'm going to build a raven dragon squirrel just to piss him off, yeah.
Yeah.
It's like a basilisk creature which has like part man, part snake, part griffin. Yeah. That would actually be a really challenging build, you know. I'd actually love to see like why you have
Big
one
man bear, yeah.
Why have one creature when you can have 5?
Multiple. Yeah.
Well, what other mythological creatures are there? So you've got the basilisk, which is like half man.
Chimeras.
Chimeras, yeah.
Chimera.
Yeah.
So which is a lion, a scorpion, and what was it? A bat? Or actually, yeah, or actually a dragon.
No, Chimera's a
No, no, no.
dragon.
Hold on. It's a lion, a scorpion tail, and then what is it? Dragon wings?
I think it's dragon wings. Yeah,
It must
I
be,
think
yeah.
so. I'm not 100% sure. Yeah.
I just realised that they have a little waterfall in one of the little Deviri caves that have like little spores in it when you come down as well. If you cross the bridge, there's a little serene little waterfall down here, like a little hidden nook. Yeah, for the rest of the room capacity. So yeah, I can't see if there's anything else in the room.
No, I haven't spotted,
And stuff like
spotted
that, yeah.
anything.
But no, it's a very thought out room. It uses the Deviri assets really well because when we talked about the Deviri stuff in my dojo when I built my Cloverfield, the aim was obviously to mask the Deviri stuff, but there is a way, because you can use the existing Deviri decorations to your benefit to make the room look bigger. They do almost count as a decoration because they're there. So I really like the fact that they've utilised the map to their build here. It makes the room a lot bigger. So yeah, good job, pups. Good jobs. So yes, right. Concurrently following on, we're going to go visit Space Express. So if we go to 14 on the teleporter, yep, it's still 14. It's to Space Express, and this is probably my favourite build in their dojo.
Yep, agreed.
Personally, yeah, I really like this build. Yeah, I think I've told Pups in person about how much I like this build. Yeah,
Me too.
Yes. Oh, where's the console? Yeah, let's have a little lookaroo. Let's do a little tour again. So yeah, so they have a little concurrent theme where I like the fact that they've linked one of their best builds to their spawn room as well. So yeah, they have a little ticket kiosk thing again with a cool little like Solaris NPC. And then they've actually even built the inside of it as well. So they've not shied away from actually building it.
Excuse me for a second. My cat is doing stupid stuff. I gotta check it out. Be right back.
That's fine, yeah.
So I really like this room. I like how they've put together, all the islands with the roots, tree roots going all through them and stuff.
Yeah, there's a whole network of it. I'll do a little walking thing of it as well, because each one is like fully decorated, like floating islands as well. And the rails actually, so the top of the back end of the train. So as it's going through the station, docked here, if you look at the very far back of the room, the rest of the train is coming through the top right part of the room, as well. So yeah, so actually like is like like Doctor Strange's portals in Marvel, where like he uses the sling ring and then it opens up the portal. It's very much like that. So yeah, so I like the fact it's done that. Yeah, like again, like I never thought of using the pin flywheel things, these decorations as a like little train line and stuff like that. I really like the train is dope. Yeah, I really like the train.
Yeah, it is, yeah.
And
I like how they've actually done couplings in between each car as well. That's I really like that attention to detail as well.
So yeah, these are the couplings on my screen at the moment. I know that you can't see that Gi2mo, but yeah, like definitely worth it. I mean, they've got the undersides of the carriage. They've actually built what connects the wheels, what connects the carriages, and like I said, just such a nice build. Also, they've decorated the inside of the trains as well by giving it some seats as well. I know that the problem with capacity of every room is, I mean, this room, like any big good open space room in any dojo, could always use another 1600 more as well. Yeah, so that's the issue, is that like you've got the train station down there. I mean, the room's massive. If I was to look, we're at the very top left of the room from where I'm looking at now, and then the room starts right where you spawn in, so the room is absolutely massive. We'll do a little walking tour to go around some of the islands and stuff. But no, I really like this room. As I said, look, this was also made first when the Nama barriers came out, and the Nama portal eye as well. So, was that the New War? I think it was the New War time. And so I really like the use of the barriers as like a little like celestial train line. I really like that because they actually move and they have a concurrent shape to them. And yeah, like very well done on that, because I didn't see them being used for like a rail line. Like, I'm always surprised when decorators do things that the decoration isn't intended for. I think that's really cool. Yeah really cool. Yeah, but no, I also as well, if you come into the main train, there's also like the little furnace where you shovel in the coal is using one of the fluid pods. That's actually such a cool idea, like his little battery engine and stuff. Yeah, they got to keep powered up. And then you've got the sentient chimney stack that actually is like, like for like what a chimney stack would look like, and matches the color of the portal and the energy barrier. Yeah, front of the train's cool as well. Very, very simple but very effective. Like, very good train. And and then let's go on a little walking tour of the little islands. I'll come out of it. All right, I'm going to start at the bottom island and yeet my way around the room. So if we're at the very bottom left, there's just a little cabin down here. I can't go into the cabin, unfortunately, but nice little house. Down here, just a nice little garden area. And then if we follow up, they have like a little root system that goes up and around. And we have a little tree. I actually love trees like this, yeah. Really good use of the blossom tree with the root thing to like make the tree bigger as well. And then...
Alright, I'm back!
Unfortunately so. And there's a little Buddha temple, like the little dog statue down here. Yes. Was your cat running around like a lunatic? Like they do?
Yes, one would be surprised. I mean, it's kind of common knowledge that cats can be stupid and crazy, right? But it's always surprising how they prove it. Yeah.
Yeah, my two cats are likewise.
Apparently,
you've only got yourself to blame. I've heard cats only take after their owners.
Gi2mo, you're cutting out. I didn't understand the word.
Yeah.
I mean, if all Mad does is scream at me to be better and hate on dojos, I mean, the cats would surely reflect the personality, right? They're just screaming better.
Okay, let me explain. So, my cat got his head stuck in the handle of a plastic bag. And the second he realized that this spooky plastic bag is following him, he fucking panicked.
Oh, wow.
And so apparently it's really hard to catch a cat at full speed. Yeah.
I would have paid to watch you try and do that, Matt.
Well, I did it the faith way and
gave up. Yep.
Yeah. No. So I basically locked him in the room and cornered him, so he couldn't go anywhere. So yeah.
By the way, I don't know if this is a reference. In one of their like top temples in this build, it's a sign with like what looks like a sword shining that says "one for all" and then "all for one." So I don't know if that's a My Hero Academia reference because I've just finished the series so far. So I don't know if that's a little reference. I mean, I struggle with references still, so please correct me if I'm wrong.
I don't think so.
One for all.
I do believe this room is older than My Hero Academia.
I might be from the Three Musketeers, actually. Yep.
Yeah, that's in the books and the movies and stuff that they've done. That's the motto for the Three Musketeers: one for all and all for one.
All right. We might actually got one reference right this stream. I love it. And then
no, Gi2mo did. You did shit, Faith. You did shit.
It's a we are and us thing, Mad.
Yeah.
Yep. I simply prompted my stupidity to get the right answer, so it's a team effort.
So you would agree that we all take turns on your dojo, even including you.
Yes. Right. So let's continue the tour. So it's good. I really like this space room. Like definitely one of their best projects in this dojo. Really captures the imagination, uses the space and capacity well of the room. Yeah, very good job. Right. Next up we have on the teleporter 22 Fatalis Memento. So again, please bear with me. The trees obviously are still invisible, so this is definitely the best example of just how far we need the vegetation back. Even if it does give it a spooky vibe because there's no trees here, but this is one of their other big open space builds. When I come in here first time, I was like, Jesus, this room's massive, just because how wide it is. as well. And again, I don't know if I'm stupid and don't know any references. The first time I came in here, I thought these things looked like big chocobos, or if this is like from a Zelda game or something. So yeah, I have no idea if this is a reference to any sort of game. So yeah, please, if anyone knows.
But it actually looks, so the way they've done the birds, actually, I can't even think of the name of it. It looks like a legendary Pokemon. I'm not saying that's what it is, but I'm saying that's what it reminds me of.
I know about the names of 151 original Pokemon and then about a dozen of the next gen Pokemon.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, oh wait a minute. I think this is the new version of Zapdos is what it looks like.
Well, I know that there's a
Taking type.
Monster Hunter monster that is called Fatalis, but that's like more like a winged dragon.
Yeah.
So I don't know. Chat,
Yeah,
help?
I'm not sure.
Chat isn't here anymore, man. We're on our own.
Yeah.
This is very much the case, yeah. So no, this room's absolutely massive. Absolutely really love the use of multiple trees to make big tree. Like for shaping of the room, like big bird. Always love big bird.
I mean, one of the running gags in this dojo is that Insane Pops always tries to make a bird, but they all end up being dragons in the end.
Yep. The answer to the question of this.
Good job on the birds. Yeah.
Yep. Is this build a dragon? Is just yes in most builds in this place. Yeah. No, really like it. And also as well, there's if you come down into the middle thing, there's actually, you can go down into a cave as well. So if you look at where the head of the dragon is, there's a little lair down here as well that has another.
Yeah, and I'm so thankful
yeah.
for the quick select on the transport, because the first time I jumped down here, I had a tough time coming back up again. Yeah.
Yep. And then if over here they have a big old like centipede millipede creature down here as well.
Yeah.
Yes. Massive.
I like this. It looks
Definitely
really cool.
inspired from was it Wayne or Dizzy or Ajanon that did
Wayne has
Wayne did
has
the
a,
big centipede, yeah.
caterpillar in, notes from the underground.
Yes, very true, yes. Vibes of that, yes. I like how it's concurrent, yeah. God, the infested biomass of a thing that's pulsating red is such a cheap decoration. I love it. Yep, it's very good for like many different things. Body parts, sculpting, like grey skin as well. Little neck folds. It's so fun to use. It's such a versatile decoration. And in this one, it can actually be used to show off colour of a centipede millipede. I love it. Yeah, very good build. I really like this build. Again, big captures of the imagination, lots going on, lots of creatures. Like, the one thing Pups does well is that she likes to immerse a room, so she likes a handful of things to capture a room's attention. Like in the space station that we came from, Space Express, there was the train and the station and then all the islands, and then in here it's the environment, the big birds, the centipede and the dragon that dominate the room. So she wants to like have a big experience in the dojo, which is to their dojo's credit. It makes the rooms more interesting and gives it like a narrative, which is tough to accomplish. Yes, very well done. Right, we move on to probably one of their other good better builds is the 33 Giant Void Dragon War. 33, yes. Which again I've been into. I thought it was Hitbox then. Yeah, so like again, I don't really know references here, so I don't know if this is Monster Hunter, Final Fantasy.
I think I remember this has no reference.
So it's just creative, yeah. Good.
Oh shit! They've built as well, just to the right where you thing in. That's really cool how they've done that.
Yeah, there's a lot going on in this room. Again, there's always like 5 or 6 things in a Corruptionic room to like get people like exploring the room. They're very interactive. So Pups wants you to come in and actually look at the rooms, which is a nice detail as well. I mean, if I was to do like room feature videos for similar to how I do R1s, I would have a field day in this dojo because they have so many
Yeah.
small details to focus on in the room that give for each room a different perspective. So yeah, I really like just again the big floating Orokin towers up here. I mean, over here on the far right, they have like a big like hunter cannon. Up on the far right, like a big Orokin cannon as well. That's like aiming at the dragon as well. And then if the top right, when you come in, there's also a little Orokin spaceship as well up here that's got Gatling guns. It's actually a really cool ship, by the way. It's even been like decorated on the inside as well. I think I'd be able to get in there using constrained movement. There we go. Let me in. Going through the top. No, apparently it won't let me in. Skill issue. So yeah, so they've done really well again at like a really cool like Orokin gunship as well. That's actually really cool. And then yeah, they've got little cool sentry towers and a big dragon in the middle. And then if we come over to the left hand side, there's like again like more cannons, more damage. I think the Donbass Zaraman symbols are like projectiles being let out by the dragon or one of the cannons as well. So yeah, everything's fighting each other in this room. So yeah, oh, another like sentient cannon up here, and then like a sentient bioship up here as well that's clearly being destroyed. So yeah, like I said, like there's so many little details in this room. Then if you look at very far back, you then have like a trade post tower as well that has another little teleporter. So yeah, like honestly, there's always so much going on. I mean,
and there's 2 mechs on the top as well. Yeah.
Yes,
I've just noticed a little mech on the set by the side of it as well.
So yeah, there's one here holding. I really like the hammer staff of this one. That's quite cool, and the shield as well. Yes, a really good job. And then the one on the where's the left one? Am I being blind? Is it just for one mech or is it 2?
Oh no, it's just 1 mech. No.
Oh yeah, I was looking at the left-hand side thinking there was another one, yeah. Nope, no, very good. I mean, in this room I count 1, 2, so 1 mech, the cannon, the gunship, the other ship and cannon, and then the dragon. You've got like literally a handful of focal points. So again, the interactivity of this room is crazy. Do you know what's also scary about this room? There's still 286 capacity left of the room as well. So yeah, it's crazy. So there could still be more added to this room, which is nuts. It looks like the full 1600 capacity just because of how immersive it is, but it isn't. So yeah, crazy. I really like the dragon as well. You know, in the middle, warpy tail, interactive. Gets bigger as it goes along. Yeah, they've done a really good job of the head of it as well. I really like the shape of it. Yep, very much so. No, I said I really like this room. So yeah, like absolutely.
Yeah,
love big birds.
My favourite room so far.
Yeah, I would love to see dragons in our creature contest, Gi2mo.
Yeah, don't worry, I'm working on it.
Yes, good. And again, like you know, it could be a mech as well. I've not constrained the type of build for our mech contest. Yeah. Sorry, say mech contest, creature contest is however you build it. Yeah, mech, art, tributor, traditional, don't care as long as it's a creature. But no, absolutely love it. I think Pups will do really well in our creature contests. I really do. I think she'll do a really good job. Yeah.
Well, the only thing she does is creatures. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. She's got
and trains. Yeah.
Yeah. Hey, what about a creature riding a train? Yeah, on the back of a train, like riding in like a cowboy. Yeah. Oh, that's fun. Right. Moving on. We have room 34, which is Man of Many Faces. I really like this build as well. Where is it? There we go.
Oh yeah, I've been
before. I toured this dojo the first time with Pops guiding me. No, the second time. Sorry, the first time I was like, "Oh, this is a very, very weird face," and just turned around and left. Right, but this is actually just a bait. The real thing is you have to look up and behind you.
Yeah, if you follow the infested decorations that are just behind the head, if you look behind you, there's actually a creature there about to. Looks like it's just about to attack you while you're looking at the face.
I just got the confirmation that I would have been food. This was a real thing. I would totally have fallen for the trick. Yeah.
Yeah, blurred in by this big garden gnome, like the Garden of Wisdom, and then impaled immediately. Yes. It's such a nice build because it's two different things that do two different things. Again, I was fooled. The first time I come in here, I just thought, oh, it was just a garden gnome head. And then I didn't understand the rest of Ruka's, and then when I came in here, I was like, oh, damn. Yeah.
So, yeah, there's... I mean, I told Pops as well, like, it can be seen two ways. So, the first way is obviously, the bait works, right? But people won't understand, or like at least people like me won't understand the build, right?
Yeah.
At least not on the first glance. And I think you can do certain things with this build to make sure people get it, right? Like make it a little bit more obvious.
I think it's obvious. I think the problem though is that you don't want to see too much of the creature in front of the gnome head, because obviously
but you can still like make it more visible when you turn around and leave the room again, right?
Yeah,
like a little bit of like a little turn around and peekaboo, you know.
Yeah. Well, the thing is, though, when you come in, you don't want to see... So they've used the rock to hide the monster. So, I mean, I get what they're going for, because they're trying to not like be too obvious with it, because it is a trap, bearing in mind. So I understand it as well.
Again, I explained, you can see it two ways. So the first way is like, I agree. And the second way is like, I wish the monster would be more obvious.
Yeah. Also, there's actually a second monster in this room. If you look to the right of the room, there's again like another like millipede style like long one as well that like blends into the rock that has like a scorpion tail as well.
Oh yeah.
So there's actually a second one in here as well to the very right, using the like the infested drop pod. That's the only way I can remember it. As it as well. They've also used the sentient items as bones in this, which is quite cool. Like little fish bones and stuff. Yeah, that's actually a nice touch because they look like such cartoon fish bones from like you know, like old school Looney Tunes stuff. Like if like Tom would eat a fish and then he'd have a bone sticking out, he'd lick it clean. That's what the bone would look like. Yeah. God, that's such a unique reference for me. God damn. But no, it's a very, very clever build. The build functions in two ways. Yeah, just like keep at it. Yeah. Again, creatures she would do very well in our contests. So yeah, very, very well. But right. Also, crafting faces is hard. So anytime people try and build faces, well done. It's always appreciated. Faces are the hardest thing to craft.
Especially on the scale.
It's tiny, the scale, yeah. Yep. Right. So, I think we have 2 rooms left we can show. 1 room and a little bonus room that we can finish on to talk. So, if we go to 39, the enclosure. Here we go. So, yes. And if the console's on the other side of the room, so I'll do a walking tour through here. So again, we haven't shown you the full tour of the dojo, but there are many dragons in this dojo as well. So we've been into a couple rooms where there are already a couple, but there's always dragons, always. Yeah, more of the.
I like how they've done the dragonflies.
Yeah, the dragonflies are really cool. Yeah, very good of them.
Another 2 of those birds on the right as well.
Yes, the big winged birds, yes. The mega chocobo.
Yeah.
But different variants of them as well. The wings are different for these ones. Yeah.
Yeah.
And stuff. But let me get out of the room so we can have a proper look, yeah. I like perspective build, so it's nice not being able to fully interact with the build in the same way that I would something else, but I always like getting a thing in. I don't know what's the creature to the middle right. So if you look to the left of where you spawn in, halfway down the tunnel, there's opposite where the birds are, there's like a 4-legged like hound creature.
I can't make it out very well.
It's 100% leg.
Yeah.
It's 100% leg.
Yeah.
It has skipped body day altogether, and it's just leg and the head. Yep. Yeah.
I think that's a squirrel. Yeah.
Squirrel.
Oh, squirrels have like
I don't know. I actually
Yeah.
don't know. Can be a deer.
Oh, it might actually be a deer. You know, if a deer was flattened with an Acme hammer from a cartoon, yes. I've just noticed for cool like the pods for left, like for floating pods that actually have the glass mirrors on them that look like little tree houses. They're quite cool. I didn't actually notice that touch as well. Yeah.
There are fish too, by the way, in the little river.
Oh, are there? Oh, right. Let's have a little look. Oh, yes, little carp or salmon swimming out of them. Yes, good, good. Yeah, go and have a little caves. Yes. Is that, how much capacity left here? Oh, 870. Oh, I would be having a field day. The fact that again, this is not even half a room is crazy. Yeah.
Yeah. They could do if they've still got that much. I mean, they could essentially like mask the whole room so you can't see, like the ceiling of the interactive room and the sides and that. But
yeah,
I mean, can't fault them. It's still a really good film.
By the way, this much capacity while still using effects. Like
I was about to say, yeah,
wells and pulsing stuff. Oh, God, I hate the effects. I really think they hurt the build.
I quite like the gravity well. I just don't like the white pulsing one. It's just distracting.
But the gravity well doesn't do anything for the build. It just obscures more of the sculpture. I
mean, I can see the it's not too invasive compared to the giant energy orb, the big white one, the photosensitive do not go near me one. I don't mind the gravity well. It gives some ambience and some animation to the objects, and especially because like they're meant to be like almost like fairy tale creatures, so I understand the vibe that they're going for. Oh my god, I just realized there's actually another little mini dragon up here as well. I've never actually seen that one because it's hard to see.
The one that's peeking around the corner, yeah.
It's behind the main dragon to the left of it, yeah.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, that one's actually quite cool, yeah. That's a good use of the Omni Cutlet as the fingers, yes. Very good. I didn't actually notice that one before. Yeah, it's like it looks like a little harpy, like a wyvern dragon, like a small one. Yeah, because there's obviously different classes of dragons and stuff. So yeah, I mean, I always love giving positive feedback and encouraging to do more with a room with this. So is the advent of making this room even more awesome, I would definitely cover the ceiling 100%. Fully immerse the room in a cavern. Maybe use. So, perhaps if you're listening, the dirt mound, if you flip it upside down, at the top it looks black. So it could be like a cavern escape out of this room. Maybe use and link in the root walls and trees you have to create this really cool immersive cave.
I'd rather do more nature on the ceiling.
Yeah.
Rather do that than doing a cave.
All right. I mean, you can have both. I just think it would be nice to have a little area that the dragons leave from, like an exit in and out of the enclosure as well, just for the room immersion. Because the waterfall on the left is really good. I just think it would be better blended in with rest of the decorations, really, yeah. Like, the room mask is good, but I just think it needs to be covering the entire room. Yeah.
I mean, if I had to critique something about this room, it's just Pubs goes more for shape than she goes for texture and color. So some sculptures are like, they have like 10 colors, and I'm so OCD stricken with this.
Yes, Matt has a problem. Yes, like we all do, yes. No, I said, like, the mask is really good. I just think it needs to do more with it, and then the room would be more immersive. Yeah. Because, like, I'm big on remasking. I do enough and stuff. Yeah, it's my favorite thing to do in the game. But no, I really like this dojo, honestly. Like, always something to find in this place. I mean, they were very deserving all-stars when they did do it. So I'd like to give Pups congratulations for winning the big one and placing again in Mountain as well. I mean, it's tough going against Spectrum. Really is, yeah. Crazy. And stuff, but we'll finish on one little bonus room for them, and then we will make our exit. So if we go to just because I always really like this room, just because again it's a little immersive room. If we go to 24 lost in ice. Because obviously we're encouraging creatures, and we have a creature contest at the moment in House of the Alliance. So I always like seeing what people can do for creatures, because when we get asked by other members about, oh, what can we build, how can we build it, I always like showing, and I always say, go into other people's dojos, see what other people are building in their rooms, and to garner inspiration, because you don't have to build mega colossal giant things for it to be effective. Small items and small creatures are also equally good as well, because sometimes you might need to build them in like a hall size room as well, so you don't have to go big to get across what you're going for. And I think Corruption Inc., where they're so good at doing creatures, they like are the epitome of our current ongoing contest, because everywhere you go is a creature. So in this room you started out in a little cavern, but if you come up here they have a little hidden hole away, and they've built some cool little ice wolves out of ice textures and Nirvana plants simultaneously. So they have you know, a few handful of little wolves up here in little dens, and little like I think there's little, is that a cub one? No, it's just one nesting down here as well. Yeah, like
I remember she had cubs in here.
there's not that one.
But she also said she wanted to redo them, and maybe they are gone.
Oh, maybe, but yes. But no, I always like this room just because it's nice seeing, like, you don't have to. I mean, working with scale is crazy, and I've built with a lot of ice now, and building with ice is a pain. So getting across, you know, a small item, especially because it's like one type of item, ice, it's so tough to get across what you're going for as well. You know, it's instantly recognizable what these creatures are. So yeah.
Yeah, I think she drowned the puppies. They are not to be found.
Oh no. Somebody called Peter. But no, yeah, I said I really like this dojo. It's always a worthwhile coming in here. There's so much creativity into this dojo. I said very deserving all-star winners when they won it a couple of iterations ago. They have 40 decorated odd rooms. Definitely worth your while coming in here to check them out. Lots of creatures as well. So yeah, like if anyone wants to check them out, please do it whilst it's on the star chart, and they'll be on there again. But I think we will wrap it up there with our dojo tours. It's been going on for quite a while, so yeah, I really enjoy. This is a good batch of silver dojos in my opinion, because we had an extremely good gold showing, so we've had a good silver showing as well, which also included my clan as well. So yes, it's always nice being on the star chart and people coming into my dojo and being like, whoa, what did you do there? Like, that's really cool. Like, one of the best things is when someone just randomly messages you and like, I really liked your build, but they don't say what build it is, and you're like, huh? Yeah. So yeah, honestly, it makes all decorators like it was worth doing it, and you know, because you spend a lot of time and effort and labor of love building your dojo, so it's always nice coming in and, you know, like having people come in and visit and being inspired and be like, oh, how did you do that? And stuff like that. It's so nice. So yeah, but I love coming into the
please
dojos.
Talk to us.
Yeah. We're so lonely.
Yeah, stroke our bellies, please.
No.
We need it. We need a belly rub.
Right. Any final words, gentlemen, before we sign off?
Yeah, I actually enjoyed these tours. Besides the technical difficulty side and this one weird clan, yeah.
Yeah. Well, the problem with Annora is that you're always going to get 3 out of 3 now. 3 out of 3. I've had to do the meme reel. So yeah, we're cursed. My dojo is cursed. Yes, it breaks everything. The memes are justified at this point. Yeah. But no, Gi2mo, anything to say before we sign off?
No, just want to say that I love seeing people constantly building and doing these tours and getting to have a look around and stuff like that. So hope you all keep at it.
Yeah, it's actually good too to see like people improve, because I don't remember which rotation it was, but there was like this big drop in quality from gold to silver. It was crazy, but now the drop. I mean, not actually drop. It's getting less noticeable that the not the gold tier anymore. Yeah, So that's a good thing. People are improving, so keep going.
Yeah. This was definitely a very competitive contest. We had an absolute horde of clans. I love seeing how many Xbox clans are pushing for the star chart, and it makes me want to build even harder, because it's like I got to keep my place. I got to earn my right to be on the star chart and keep improving and building myself as well. So yeah, so it definitely embraces the competition as well. So yeah, very much enjoyed. But no, again, if you ever want to join our alliance, please message me on Discord. I've left the details in the foot of the video. So if you want to come and join and get building, we do have a full active Discord, lots of help, tricks, tips, whatever you might need. And but I've been Faithful45, and I hope you've enjoyed these tours, and we'll be back for the bronze rotation in a couple of weeks. So yes, have a good time, everyone, and we'll see you next time.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
And stop.